Are you holding on?
Yeah.
You can move that a little closer. So,
Oh
oh my God.
God.
Slide it in closer.
Closer.
Mm-hmm. So I hear you back there. They're spying on us.
Check.
What's up? How's this sound? And all right, here we go. Welcome to the Philippines. I love it here. The power went off 5 minutes ago. So there went the Wi-Fi in the condo. And thank God Isla had the laptop charged up and cordless microphones and a whole nine.
Sounds good.
That sounds good. Who commented? Sounds good. Hmm?
Yeah.
Look at
Dane
this.
said, sounds good.
What's up, Dane?
Wait, let's go back.
Wow. Damn, Mr. Dane. If I read all these comments.
Yes.
Wow, Sean A, what's up?
Going to be the low 20s at Fahrenheit tonight. Make me wish I had kids to love me as.
Wow.
Sean, hey Dane, how are you, man? I see you the first ones to the party. They're too early.
What's up, Dane?
56.
What's up, Sean A? The low 20s. Who's? Come on now. Wow. I'm having like an anxiety attack. Dane's in Florida, and it's going to be in the low 20s. Look at this thing buffering. How's the picture quality?
How's the
Picture.
connection, folks?
How's the picture?
How's our connection? Because we're using hotspot. We don't have power here.
5 minutes before the live stream started.
Pipes will freeze up tonight, Florida.
Oh no.
Sean Lol, it's like 7:43 a.m. in the Philippines right now. They're so early, thanks, folks. Same here in GA. What is GA?
Georgia. Georgia's a cool state. My relatives used to Marietta, Georgia. My uncle Bob and Charmaine, they lived in Marietta, Georgia.
Sean, what is that? I just asked my phone and it's 8:44 a.m. in Manila. Georgia, that means you're getting the freeze tonight too.
It's like 9 o'clock in Manila. Please tell me it's not another time
Larry
zone.
P.
What's up, Larry P? How's it going?
Channel, watch a lot of the footage already. Thank you, Larry. Welcome.
I'm new to this channel. Larry P. There's a vlogger out there. I think his name is Larry P. Is that you, Larry? He does walking videos, like walking tours, and I don't think he talks. I think his name is Larry. I'm not sure if it's Larry P.
What is that? Dane Bobby's pretty cool. You will like him now, and then he likes to try on his wife's dresses.
Oh God, come on, dude. That's like the best kept secret, bro. That's on the Patreon. You got to pay extra for that when I'm cross dressing.
Waiting for him to try on her bikinis.
Oh my God, I can't take Dane nowheres.
Larry,
you're gonna scare. He's gonna scare everybody off. Sean, tell him what the OG's about. From one OG to another.
Southern California 48. What is WM? Hopefully it will return to Philippines. Oh wow.
I appreciate it. Southern California 48. Hopefully return to the PH. Wait, I gotta find that. I'm trying to look. The 20s. Harry P. High desert, upper 30s. That's cool. Yeah, people think that it doesn't get cold in the desert. It gets real cold in the temperature. Is that true, Larry? The temperature can drop extremely fast once the sun goes down in the desert areas.
Oh, what is this? Connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. Try plugging on your router.
Hey, listen, you gotta. Where's the iPhone? You gotta.
I think we need to transfer the iPhone here because.
All right, whatever you think. Just plug it in over here, then. You got to keep it plugged in.
This is full.
Yeah, but
100%.
still, even though this is my thinking, even though the battery says 100%, my thinking is it's always better if it's plugged in. I don't know why I think like that.
17 people in here.
Wow, thank you for the 17 people. Check this out. We got a special guest star that's going to make an appearance here. Keep your fingers, toes, arms, and legs crossed. That he graces us with his. Here we go.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what. Maybe we're going to have to the phone. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're going to have to read all the comments because I can't
Yes.
see that. And it's going to get hectic when Big Daddy shows up. Okay. You sure? All right, I'm shutting it off. Try to, I don't know if I would unconnect because you're going to lose everybody in the chat.
Oh my God. I'm going to invite Paul.
Hold on 1 second, folks. 1 second. About blank. We're having an operating difficulty here. Is there any apps open on that phone right, or pulling off that Wi-Fi?
Oh,
Are you sure?
yeah.
A lot of apps running back.
Check your messenger. I think you have a message.
I got to turn the Wi-Fi back on. Hold on a minute, folks. This is means you're offline. You're offline. Robert's there.
I think you have a message.
That's Angela. That's Ange. Hi, Miss Ange. We got a problem with the Wi-Fi, so just hang in there. Hopefully the power goes back on. Something. Let me see. Paul, are you there? Hey, listen, the power went out, but we got a hotspot from the iPhone. So right now we just started. There's green lights on. It would be great if you could. Would be loving it. Thank you, bro. All right. Here are your questions.
Sorry, I've actually considered buying Mac in Town condo in 2017.
This Newtown condo in 2017.
Condos are not for me.
Read whose name it is.
Dane. Larry, Mactan Newtown areas low 20s tonight, high desert, upper 30s, everything else about 40.
Damn, 30. That's freezing. Where's Larry from? Did we skip that? There were so many comments.
No. I have to have a house in the countryside with pool, Dane said.
Oh, we know.
Larry, my budget is 1,500s to 3,500s monthly.
That's not bad. 3,000's about in the Philippines. That's perfect.
Then the way I see it, I want to swim in someone else's pee.
They have that chemical, Dane. I was watching this YouTube. It was this guy had special. He was like a chemist. So he put this. I don't know. It's non-toxic. He put this chemical in the pool, and he said, "Well, if anybody pees in my pool, because pee a lot of urea, the chemical urea, I guess, reacts with this chemical." And this guy was in. He was like in one of those floats, and his legs dangling, all of this big ass red cloud of it. And he's like looking around, and everybody's like, "What's that red cloud?" And then the chemist guy, told everybody what he did, and he's like, "Thanks for pissing in my pool." Big Daddy, where you at?
Have you been to Philippines, Larry? Maybe Larry asked today. 3,500 is good. You will live well with that. 1,500 is tight.
Exactly. Yeah, 1,500's pushing it. 3,500, you're good.
No, I don't like. Am I tight as I could do 750.
That's hard right there. You could do it. Think about it. Everybody's like saying that's impossible. How do you think the locals get by? They're living on an amount of money you wouldn't even leave. It's hard.
Larry trucks me a flat good.
There you go. Wake up like, oh, we're there? We're here already?
Dang. Oh my god, this connection. They say planes are safer than cars, but in a car crash, only a person, maybe two, died in the plane. 277 died.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's safer to fly than it is to drive. But if that plane starts going down, it's not a good thing.
Larry, don't die.
Dane, what about taking a ship? They got cruise ships out of California that go to Manila and I think a couple other islands.
Oh my god.
Is it cut? I don't know.
They are not afraid of crash, but as much as I am back, that sucks.
It's that sudden stop that gets you.
Limited life. They well, if the plane crashes, it is a limit too. Larry, you would not feel an impact, just what comes after that, my fear.
My goodness.
Larry, is Ms.Nix single? She there tonight? Nope.
These guys are having a conversation. We'll just sit here and Sean, hey, what's going on in Georgia?
Ms.Nix single, and I'm not sure if she's going to be on tonight or not. She's 18 and working on her college degree. Dane, I hear you, but it sounds good. How about folks? Gotta love it. Larry. Oh, hello from California.
Wow.
From Cali.
Larry, are you up in the mountains or you said desert? What part of California? I'm curious. California's got like all different types of climates.
Dane laughed my ass off. I had to chat to keep the people waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dane. Well, I believe the picture could come in a lot clearer if you all didn't have anything on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's all like the phone is not connected.
No, he's
to
talking
the...
about if you didn't have any clothes on.
Oh.
My goodness. You gotta think like Dane.
Playa. Hello, Ella and Bobby. What's up, Melvin?
What's up, Mel? What's happening?
Violet. Good evening from Northern California.
What's up, Violet? How's it going? Oh, so it's not the same Larry.
Sorry, I'm not a vlogger. No, sorry.
Okay. That's cool. I'm glad you're here. Wow, Gary Johnson in the house.
What is this private chat? Good morning
Wait a
from
minute,
Davao, leaving tomorrow for Boracay.
Cool. That might be Paulie. See who that is.
I'm here.
Oh. How does he? Oh, there he is, right there in the bottom.
Oh.
There he. Yo, what's up? Put him on the screen. You can put him on the screen. All right. That's why I wore the shirt for. There he is. Yeah.
How long are you going to leave me hanging in the green room, guys?
You can't hear you.
No, because we're.
Yeah, but shouldn't we be able to hear Paulie?
Can you hear me?
Should we be able to hear you?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Wow. Everybody's probably like,
can you hear me or no?
I am nervous now.
Don't get nervous. This Uncle Paulie's in here.
Yeah.
Don't get nervous, babe. Check the mute on the. Check.
You might have me muted. Or do you have microphones plugged in?
Should we unplug these microphones?
Yeah.
No, because if we're going to unplug, this connection.
It's okay, Paulie. We can't hear you.
Take off your microphone.
Right there.
Sorry.
All right, say something, Paulie. I still can't.
Can you hear me?
Why? It's me.
Have you got it on mute?
Pressing Monday.
Because I'm working off, my mic's working. It's working off of the computer. Okay, this guy here says he can hear us both, but you can't hear me. So maybe the mic on your end. Because when you do a live stream, you don't want to put any microphones, external microphones on it. Just work off the computer's microphone.
I can't hear what Paulie's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. That's even better.
Fun, but I don't know what happened to this bowl, the mic.
When you see the thing, the 3 dots and Paulie's picture right there. Yeah, what's the 3 dots? What does that say?
Edit mic settings.
There you go. Maybe that's it. Click on that. Hold on a second.
I think your audience can hear me if they'll verify that. Thanks, John. If you have external microphones,
that's not it.
You need to turn those off and just use the microphone from the computer.
I'm going to click mute mic. Oh my God.
Try mute it and unmute it again. Shouldn't we be able to hear him back?
Yeah, we can.
Just hold on a minute, folks. I'm freaking out. Old dog in here, and then we can't figure out why we can't hear him. I could see his picture down in the bottom where we're side by side, but the picture up top is buffering. He sent up a private message again. See what that says. There you go. Oh, it's one of those days today. Can everybody hear us? The one time we get the big dog in the house and the internet goes out 5 minutes before the live stream starts. Unbelievable. That's why when you come to the Philippines, you have to bring a huge bag of patience. That's got me so upset. Oh my God. See,
Can hear you too now.
okay,
Can
good.
log into the circles because we're having
5 minutes before we started the live stream, the power went out. There's no power, which caused the Wi-Fi to internet to go down. So we're using the iPhone as a hotspot. And I would unplug the iPhone. Just go ahead and unplug it because it's not yeah, just plug it from there. No, from the back. Just plug it from simple image. See if you can try more.
you guys are just logging boom. Or log
Lagging.
connection.
Maybe if we reconnect, send a message and say, I think we figured it out. Looks like you are having internet issues. If you only use the webcam microphone, it should work. Unplug any external mics. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
Come back. Come back. And that big ass roach is running around here. My
Restart boom. Maybe it helps.
come back. And,
They said.
okay, come back. Okay. All right, everybody, keep your fingers crossed. Here we go. We took the external microphone off. We're just using a laptop microphone. What a day. The one time I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I was so excited. I felt like a kid before Christmas.
On.
All right, let's answer some questions. All right, Paulie, hopefully you can come back. It would make Isla's and my day.
Okay.
It would make her. Good morning from Devout, leaving tomorrow for Boracay. Gary
Right there.
Townsend,
And he.
are you staying on the beach? Are you staying on the beach in Boracay?
They have always told people Florida is the only state that never gets snow. Then I see on the news that
Here comes Paulie.
in 1977, Miami got now snow and people make snowmen. That's
There we go. Come on.
Lord, please.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh my God, the connection. Oh my God.
Come on, connection. Is there any way to strengthen the connection with the iPhone? Why was it working so good last time?
Can you hear me now?
Remember how good it was working last time? Having a meltdown.
I don't think they shut off the internet because of the events.
Why would they shut the internet off? Because
Like,
it's, oh, don't
I
start,
will
don't
tell you a
start.
story later.
Oh, God.
I think that's a problem.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's boom. I will tell you later, boom. Oh my God.
Where
He's
is
trying to join the live stream. I could click.
Chicken's in
That's
trouble?
that is already. Yeah.
What's the three dots right there? In the black screen. Right there. See it? Yeah, what's that?
So it looks like Bobby's having bandwidth and internet issues, as well as external microphone issues. Welcome to my world.
I don't
You guys get my first live stream.
Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't
John,
kill
no, I just saw John's
Chicken's
picture.
just fine.
Hold on, bro.
Chicken's in timeout. He's been a bad boy.
I think I see B. Danny on there too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, just
Let the rage out. That's a good one.
Could do for that.
SH. Oh.
And that's going to drive people crazy on that.
So for those watching, what Bobby's going through is pretty atypical here in the Philippines, with the internet being what it is. And I think they're new to the live stream thing. So
there you go.
Larry,
hang in there with
can drop 30
degrees Fahrenheit.
from a low temperature summer can get 122 Fahrenheit and 100 Fahrenheit low. Gosh.
Rapidly temperature. Thank you for being here, Larry P. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to crack 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, I remember
Not
when you
enough
first
watch
came to the
hours.
Philippines, you had a friend get you
It's not
up and
easy.
running because you're not
Old
too
dog,
tech savvy.
he'll tell you about the internet.
Yes,
And
that's true. I'm still not tech
I'm
savvy.
waiting forever to have Paulie on.
People did help me as far
first,
as the
and
technical stuff on this.
the minute
A guy
it
named
happens,
Monty actually started my channel, and then
power
Gio in the Philippines
Oh, man.
helped me with my
I
StreamYards.
gotta remain calm, and I know
So, yeah,
Paulie's a really
I have
good
a lot of
guy, and it'll happen again.
And there's nothing more frustrating than what Bubby's going through right now is trying to make
Keep
something
your
work
fingers crossed.
in front of an audience.
'Cause Paulie's like the
Looking forward to doing it
cornucopia
and
of
not
knowledge.
working. So what it
Knows a lot more
requires
about the
is
Philippines
for
than
Bobby
I
and I to do a practice StreamYard at some point in time.
But connector,
Let's see.
what is these three connections?
All he has to do is refresh. That may be it. Maybe he just needs to refresh. I like the new car a lot.
No GoPros or any other stuff. Is what the Bluetooth.
Oh, Sean, thank you. Yeah, that was Aragal, and she's really a trooper. And so is
Holy
Monty.
shit, that thing's still spinning.
Those guys have been through thick and thin.
My wife's upset.
Try logging on.
We're so excited about having Holly on, and all of a sudden,
taking all cut up, so it's. I have right. Can't remember what I pay, but it's over. Yeah, I've got PLDT, and it's. I'm lucky because the box is right outside.
All right, Dane, chill out. I can't tell. I can't tell OG to hurry up.
Of stuff that's running from my box to their box.
You can't tell the box to hurry up.
Yeah.
I know that.
It's a little tough to keep
It was like
and
tell you that.
computer and wonder what the hell I'm talking about. But he's got glitchy Wi-Fi, and so everything else this is a
What's up, John Carlson? Thank you for being here, JC.
Can you hear me now, Bobby, or no?
Wow, Saturn
What's up,
60.
Bobby? The red
I'll take
pixels
that
are
as a
moving,
no.
so I know you're there.
No, I had Globe, Ron. It was
had to put on the original because Old Dog showed up. We're like Coca-Cola for the original OGs from back in the day.
In Florida.
Paul, I'll bet the car's
There he is.
AC
There's Paul.
comes in handy. It does, John.
There he is. Wow.
Thank you.
You can hear me now? Can you hear me now, Bobby? There you go.
Jeez.
See? Well, now that you've got me, Bobby, what are you going to do with me? Let's see. How did you keep your hair so perfect? I don't know, man. It's receded a lot. Not bad for 68, I guess.
All right, it's still stuck. All right, now I can hear you.
Bobby might run 6 hours, but I'll never run 6 hours again.
Now we're good. Now we can hear you. Keep your fingers crossed.
Okay,
So
I think you can hear me, but your audience can't. So I don't know what happened there.
All right.
Or he can't hear you. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm reading the comments.
Okay. Why are you going all the way?
They can hear the viewers.
I don't know. Just keep reading the question.
Okay.
Okay, so John says he can hear everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, John.
Oh my God.
And so does D.
Holy
Danny.
John Shikowski.
Well,
I went to that was my fishing buddy from back in the day when I was in. Cool. So how have you been, Paulie?
I've been awesome. It's been an interesting couple of weeks so far. I've been slowing down the YouTube channel quite a bit because we've been occupied with a lot of other stuff. And probably for another month or so, it'll be like that, which is fine. I do it when I want to do it. And May's doing really good. And so there's been a lot of changes in the last 90 days with us, and all positive. And so looking forward to the year, man. Really glad that COVID is finally in our rearview mirror. You know, that's changed so much of the dynamic of the entire planet. And it's had such a negative effect. And I'm looking forward to sweeping that year behind us and looking forward, you know.
Exactly.
So what have you two been up to?
You and me both. COVID's like a bad dream.
It is a bad dream. Oh, I got a question here. Paul, are you live streaming on your channel as well? The last time I did a live stream, we just lost Bobby. Oh, there he's back. The last time I did a live stream, I think was last month. And live streaming is going to be something that I do maybe once a month. It was a lot of fun in the beginning, but it got overwhelming with comments. I could never keep up with them. And it was just different when I first started doing it. I don't know. People had a lot of questions and we were going back and forth and we were having a lot of fun with it. And then it just turned into like 10 people would dominate the conversation and, multiple comments from one person. And they'd give us the weather report and then they'd tell us where they lived and then they were making statements and that's fine, but it didn't give anybody else a chance to talk or me to keep up with the comments. So I don't know. We'll rethink that whole thing, the live streaming. I like the live stream because it's an opportunity to connect directly with people that are kind enough to subscribe or at least watch the channel. And I'm always looking for questions and, but instead of questions, I tend to get more statements from people. So it's like, I don't really know what to do. I can only say hello 100 times. And I don't know. It's just, I think it's better if you have a topic. And what I probably will do is, I can't turn off the comments, but what I'll probably do if I do live stream again is I'll actually do a video and then let the comments happen. I'll just use this as the format. And I can always use this. There are people that, for example, my friend Bud Brown is going to be moving to the States in March. And so him and I intend to stay in touch, of course. He's my best friend over here. And we've known each other 5 years. We get along great. Every Friday we get together and have, 2 hours of we sit down and lie to each other over coffee. And I'm going to miss that interaction. And so we're going to try to keep it alive to some degree via StreamYard and do some interviews, catch up on what he's doing in America and keep him apprised of what's going on over here. So that'll be probably one of the tools that I'll use. But as far as just live streaming for the sake of live streaming, I think I'll put that on hold for a while.
You know what I was thinking, Paulie? Too bad they don't have a tool that would allow you to say if somebody's asking too many comments or questions where you could hit a button and they could only ask so many questions within, say, a 5 or 10 minute block of time. That way it would limit people from, that way everybody would get like a chance.
Yeah, you can do a maneuver called slow-mo. And believe it or not, I can do that when I preview a video, but I can't get it to function when I do a live stream. And there's something, again, I'm tech challenged. So if I get that figured out, that would delay comments by 60 seconds, and that would be a big use. And you can set it up to subscribers only. And then if somebody is constantly, this is usually reserved for people that go to a level lower than I'm willing to accept as far as their comments. I can put them in a timeout. I never block anybody. I don't believe in that. But I put them in a 15-minute timeout, which you're allowed to do right now. Like if somebody over here commenting was offending you, you can choose to block them and they're just gone forever, or you can put them in a timeout. So when I've had the trolley types on my live streams, I've just put them in timeout.
I remember in your last live stream, Paulie, there was a guy, I think he was speaking another language, and you had apologized to him. He said, listen, I don't speak your language, no offense, but he kept asking questions, so you put him in like a timeout.
Yeah. It was not serving anybody's purpose, his or mine. So I did that, yeah.
So did you hear about that craziness that happened over there? I'm not really into the drama, but the Marine took out like 3 people. They tried to scale the wall and they went up there with a gun and all kinds of craziness.
Yeah, I know the people.
Huh?
I know them.
Wow. Oh, goodness.
I know some of the players.
Oh,
When I
boy.
say I know them enough to say hi when I pass them on the street.
Yeah,
But
you've seen
I'm
them
proud
around.
to say that none of them and we've never shared a beverage together or sat down and had an in-depth conversation. And you know, the common denominator between all of that is, well, number one, alcohol is
Yeah.
the king of bad decision making and impulse behavior and anger and all that kind of stuff. So you get
Exactly.
anybody tuned up. I know that if I was to get drunk tonight, that I would make a bad decision. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't go to the level that we're talking about, but I have absolutely no no inhibitions is the word, you know, and anything goes. And let's just go for it. And that's led me down a path when I was in my 20s that was not healthy. And so that's why I think we've talked about it before. I just don't drink. I'll have a beer now and then, but I can't remember the last time I had a drink. I really can't. But I could go today on the way home and drink a beer or pick one up and bring it home and drink it, or 5, whatever, and that'd be fine. I'm not a alcoholic or in recovery or any of that kind of stuff. It's just a personal choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting back to the drama. Already, I was waiting to see how many people would jump on that and make a video about it, and I thought that was an unhealthy decision on their part to do so. Even though it's public news and all that, that's not the type of thing that I would want on my channel. I would not want to be on those types of guys' radar, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
it's a negative topic. It paints
It's a
a
negative
bad
thing. These guys, again, I can't get into detail on it, but what I do know of them is they know other guys that are their friends that are just like them. And they might take exception to something I say on YouTube and decide to come after me. So why would I put myself out there like that, you know?
And you got to call the guy in a wheelchair, and I'll show up. I'll be like, "Yo, you can't mess with Uncle Paulie."
Exactly.
Don't make me fly over there. I get on an airplane and get there.
Okay, so I got some comments here. Yeah, Gio made a video about the drama, but he didn't name any names, so that's good. He didn't name any places. He basically read the newspaper article. And the other guy that did it that I saw so far, same thing, basically just sort of reading the newspaper article. However, I know that some of the facts that the latest guy, not Gio, but the other guy did are incorrect as far as the time and how many guys and whatnot. Because I just have another guy. I know a guy that knows a guy, right? And he gave me the down low of what happened because he was there. He was at the bar and he videotaped it and sent me the clip. So I watched the whole thing play out. I did not see the actual break-in, but I saw the whole thing play out at the bar. And I just watched the video and then I deleted it. But that's, you know, what the funny thing is that if that almost drives home the point of how safe it is here. Now, I know that sounds contradictory, but for there to be a bar fight or disagreement, and then some foreigners going after some other foreigners, for that to make the newspaper out here, headline news, bloggers talking about it, then that's because it's so rare. Now, I'll bet you in the last 10 minutes, 5 homes got robbed in Chicago. Has that made the news in Chicago or Detroit? No.
Exactly.
No, it just happens all the time. So out here, for something like that to happen, wow, there was a gun. Wow, there was a fight. Wow, like some people got arrested. That's big news.
It's
And I think it
something
just drives home the
out
point
of the
that
norm.
how
That's not a
safe
norm.
it is out here, because if you just, it's the old yin and the yang. If you're walking down the street and you see a dark alley with some weird looking people standing in the alley and the street lights flickering on and off, well, you can choose to walk down that street, and guess what's going to happen? Probably nothing good. Or you can stay on the main road and keep walking where it's lit and crowded and safe. So that's the decisions that you have when you're out here. And Dumageddon, you were here for a while. Dumageddon is super safe, I think. I've never, in the 5.5 years that I've been here, have I ever felt like I was going to get robbed or I was going to get mugged. I have dropped my phone. I have dropped my wallet. And I have had people pick it up and give it to me. They go, "Sir, you dropped your wallet." Or, "Sir, you left your phone." Run after me and give it to me.
That's good.
Now, I'm told, I don't know this because I haven't spent any real time there, but I'm told if you did that in Cebu or Manila or maybe Angeles City, you'd never see the wallet again. You'd never see the phone again. But out here in Duma, I can just tell you, I've never encountered any issues like that.
You know what's funny? Before I came to the Philippines, a lot of people from New Jersey are like, "Wow, Manila's dangerous, and you got to be careful when you go there." And then I'm asking them, "Well, where did you hear this?" And they're like, "Oh, I heard through a friend of a friend," and they don't have any idea what they're talking about. And a lot of people have never traveled here, but they got like a whole opinion on what it's like in the Philippines, and they just don't know. I feel
Right,
super.
because it's as the story goes, longer and longer and longer, and more people retell it, and retell it. It's just gonna get totally discombobulated. So what I know is that there were 4 guys. One guy never entered the compounds. There were actually 3 that did. 2 of them had brass knuckles. 1 of them had a gun. The Marine took the brass knuckles and used them on the guy. And then the police came, and that was that. There was a shot fired into the bedroom. And they're all out on bail.
That's crazy. The guy had his own brass knuckles used against him. That's That's one for my father.
Here's the deal, too. Here's the deal. First of all, the guy that opened the door is a former Marine. He's in great shape. He's a big boy. He's aggressive himself. He's not afraid. He's not his first rodeo. It's not his first fist fight. But you're dealing with guys, what did I say at the beginning, that are drunk. They're under the influence. So it's pretty easy to one punch a guy that's half in the bag already and put him on his knees. And the 4th guy never entered the compound. He changed his mind. At the last minute, he came to his senses and said, "This is not a good idea." So he was actually just let go. So there were 3 guys, not 4.
He saw the other 2 guys getting the shit kicked out of him, and he decided, "Nah, this isn't a good idea. Let me get out of here."
Yeah. Well, I think the 4th guy just got there and said, "This is not a good idea. I don't want to do this." Exactly. He hung around, but he kind of came to his senses. That's my take on it.
So, Paulie, did you buy a car? I didn't watch that video.
I did. You did? Yeah, I bought a little Toyota Wigo about 2 weeks ago.
Brand new?
Yeah, brand new. And there was some factors involved in that. I've been avoiding. I've always had this motto: don't buy anything you can't afford to walk away from. And so when I saved up enough money, which I've been saving money since I landed here, I've been saving money. And when I had enough money to A, pay cash for it, and B, when the exchange rate was so high, prior to buying the car, I started moving money over. And a $13,000 car ended up at 50 pesos per dollar. the car last year, the exact same car, would have cost me 13 grand cash, US dollars, round numbers. I paid for the same car 1 year newer, 2023 now, $10,775 for the same car. So I saved over 2 grand by just cooling my heels and moving the money over when I saw it was high. When I moved the money over, it wasn't necessarily to buy anything. It was just to move it over because it was advantageous. It could sit in my US bank doing nothing, or it could sit over here and do nothing. But I said, we're not going to see 59.60 again. That's going to be a temporary thing. And it was. So I took advantage of it when I could. And then it's rainy season. May and I have had way too many close encounters on the bike. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to get into an accident. And it doesn't need to be your fault. I mean, anything can happen. A dog can run in front of you. A kid can run out. Another car can come without looking. People, and speaking of alcohol, there is a ton of people drinking and driving out here. A ton. Both locals and foreigners. I got hit a couple, 3 years ago, I guess it's been, making a left-hand turn into Hypermart because it was some holiday. And the guy that hit me, he hit my front tire while I was he just T-boned me. He was just as drunk as you can get. He was just a guy celebrating whatever they were celebrating that day, some sort of fiesta.
Was he on a motorcycle?
Yeah. Yeah, he was on a motorbike. It was a local guy. He was on a small bike, and it put me down on the ground. I got road rash from it. I didn't break any bones, which is good news. And the LTO, which is the Land Transportation Office, they have these guys in yellow shirts that stand on busy intersections and watch things. And so, fortunately for me, this LTO officer was right there. And he came running over to me and he asked me, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I could use some help getting the bike off of me." So he helped me get the bike up because that was the Kimco, which was really heavy. Plus, I was bleeding pretty good. And the other guy, his whole bike disintegrated. He actually flew through the air for a while because he hit me and he launched off of his little scooter. And he was okay. According to him, he landed. He was about the same shape as me. And I said, "Is that guy okay?" And the LTO officer let me check. He went down and asked the guy, and he says, "Yeah, the guy says he's okay." He goes, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And she said, "All right then." And I said, "All right." And I just went home because I figured if I hung out any longer, I would end up paying for it. It would eventually become my fault. And so all I wanted to do was leave the scene. And I got home and I patched myself up. It's
always the condo's fault. They know you got a little bit of money. It's the fault.
It can
always
be.
the condo.
It's always. Some things are blatant, but actually, the crowd that gathered was not anti-me. You could feel that. I've heard of that happening, and that the foreigner is always to blame, and blah blah blah. But this was so blatantly not my fault, and it was witnessed by a lot of people. And a couple of the people, the locals, God love them, they all told the officer, "Yeah, this guy had his blinker on. He was making a left, and this guy hit him going a zillion miles an hour." So I was off the hook there. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to get out, go home. I certainly wasn't going to the store that day. And as long as the other guy was okay, I didn't see any reason to discuss it. Same thing happened with May and I. We were driving downtown, and a guy cut in front of us, and we hit his back tire. Same thing. LTO officer just said, "Is everybody good?" And we didn't put the bike down, and neither did the other guy. It was just a tap, but he just cut right in front of me at the last minute. I had nowhere to go except hit the brake as hard as I could, and it didn't stop in time. So I clipped his rear tire, and we both wobbled real good. So anyway,
that you're getting a car.
season and the fact that May and I want to travel further and farther, we decided to go ahead that the wanting of a car turned into needing a car. So there's a big difference between wanting something. I mean, I'd like to have a private jet, but I don't need one. So I wouldn't buy a private jet. But nor would I ever have the money for one. But I mean, I want to.
Yeah, having a car and packing up everything you need and getting on the ferry with it, and you could sleep inside the car on the ferry. That's pretty cool. Let's get chopped.
Yeah, the car is convenient and safe, and it's once you own it, and you don't have any payments. The insurance is almost nothing per year. It gets 50 miles to the gallon on gas, and this afternoon's nice. So it's Sunday. There's very little traffic, and I'm actually going to drive my scooter today after I made this big pitch about the car because I'll be by myself, and there'll be very little traffic, and I have some places to go today that are not car friendly as far as parking. I already know that. So I'll be able to pull up, for example, I'm going to go pick up my monthly budget today at Cebuana, and I can just pull up front. The parking attendant knows me. He'll leave I'll tell him, don't park the bike. I give him 20 pesos. I go inside, I sign my name, I pick up an envelope with my monthly budget. I get back on the bike and I continue on with my day. I couldn't do that with a car. So I've kind of got the best of both worlds, I think. But I reserve driving the bikes to the weekends because that's when there's less traffic. So a Monday through Friday thing, and May, and we go shopping and we pick things up. And it was always, if we went, say, from our house to Dumaguete and we bought something that was frozen, we would have to run back to the house just to drop it off and then go all the way back down the hill. Now in the back of my car, I've not installed, but I've put a cooler with ice packs, dry ice type deal. And so we can go buy frozen foods and,
that's a good idea.
And vegetables and whatnot and keep them cool. And we can hang out for a couple more hours downtown and make the final trip home. So little things like that.
That's a good idea.
4.
That way you don't have to drive right back to the house right away. It's
Up to you.
Super good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
So how's baby May doing? What's she doing today?
Baby May's doing great. She's getting ready right now. She's going to go down and meet a couple of her friends at the river, and they're going to do a video. I see her packing up right now. You want to say hi, baby May? Go and say hi real quick. Say hi to Bobby and his angel.
Hi everyone, good morning.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
I'm
So you're
prepared
going
for
to the
the
river?
day for ready for go to the river. I have the guest later.
Okay. Have
Get outta
fun
here.
today.
Bye.
Yeah, where's the dog?
Say hi to the. Say
Where's
hi.
the dog? Hold on a second. We'll introduce you to our new
Say hi to Angel Bobby.
adopted child.
Hi.
Here's the real star of the show right here.
Is that a Pekingese? What kind of dog is that?
Shih Tzu, yeah.
Shih Tzu. Okay. Wow. You know, the monks, they're reincarnated monks. Shih Tzus are, I
I
think.
don't know. She's a great dog. She was being abused by a family, and so May went over and got her, and we brought her in. And just this morning, we've set her up with her own YouTube channel.
There you go. What's
So-
her name?
It's what do we come up with? Rescue Scooter Dog Tada or something like that. I don't know. We just started it. We don't have any videos or anything for it, so we're gonna work on that. That's gonna be our new
You gotta
project.
ask.
I'm gonna get out of the YouTube business and let the dog take over.
There you go. You should do a poll. Do a poll and see what they come up for.
I can't hear you, Bobby.
So should we answer questions, Paul? Where are we?
I can't hear you, sir. Let me turn up my volume. Maybe that'll help me hear you.
Not to be working right. Yeah, this of
No,
all
I'm all the
times
way
for
up.
all times for all times for the internet not to be working today was
Oh,
not.
yeah. Well, here's the deal. 5 minutes, I got to go anyway because May's going down to the river, so I've got to take some stuff for her. But what we'll do, Bobby, is next time you do this is maybe the night before. This is what I've done. This is what I found works best for me on these live streams where I'm having someone on is get with them the night before and get all this knucklehead stuff out of the way. You know what I'm saying? In other words, the microphones and the talking and the screen and how it appears. And there's always going to be a glitch somewhere. In fact, I didn't think I was going to make the show because we had a brownout about 10 minutes before the thing started. And then 5 minutes later, the brownout ended. So it was only a 5-minute brownout. But I didn't have any way to contact you because my internet shoots off when the brownout happens. And I thought, oh no, Bobby's going to think I shined him on today. And I didn't. So anyway, I'll just say thanks to everybody for watching and hanging in there and make sure that they like, share, and subscribe to your videos. Keep putting them out there. And thanks for having me on, bro.
You're welcome. Hey, thanks for being here, Paulie. I appreciate it.
All right. And next time we'll plan a little bit better and we'll practice a few times and we'll make sure we got volume handled and internet's sketchy here too. So we'll see how that goes. So keep on rocking in the free world, okay?
All right, Paulie. You have a great day today. I'll talk to you
God
soon.
bless you.
All right, we got to go back. Go all the way back.
Oh my god. Oh.
All right, we're
Capital
back.
I.
We're back. You wanna
Bernard
put
SH.
the microphones back on? Want to put the mics back on or not? What do you think? You want to put the microphones back
Yeah,
on?
we can.
All right, we're
Oh
back.
my god.
What a day for the internet to be crapping out on us. There we go.
Oh my God.
How long were we talking with no sound? You know the air conditioner just came back on?
Yeah, we have internet now. Oh my God.
Wow. All right. We just got the internet back. Hold on a minute. If we get disconnected, the internet just came back on. So we're going to, because the air conditioner just came back on, we're going to try and reconnect, and we'll go another at least 40 minutes. Is it working? Is it working, man?
Yes.
I didn't
The
want to
Wi-Fi.
chime in. Talking to Paul. Didn't know he knew each other. Question. Was it difficult
Oh, you asked about.
to get your wheels there? What's that, man?
You asked about our sounds.
Yeah, how's this sound?
Oh, long
We
time
just
no
got the-
sound, boy.
No sound again?
No, Sean said long time no sound. We're reading here, and then oh my God. But how about now?
Yeah, how's the sound now? The internet just came back on. How's this sound in the audio? It's just one of those days. Thank you for the 11 people that are hanging tough. Appreciate it.
George did not want to chime in with your talking to Putin. No, we know each other. Question: was it difficult to get your wheels there?
The wheelchair, actually, it was pretty easy. The electric wheelchair had a big, it was like a big, it's a big battery. It's about this bit, about this thick, about this wide, and about, I'm trying to give you the, it's like 4 red bricks together. If you could just imagine 4 red bricks, 2 bricks, and then 2 bricks. That's how big it is. And it weighs about, I would say, a good 12 pounds. And I had to take that. First, they told me I had to put it in the luggage and it was going underneath the plane. But then they searched the luggage and it was too many watts. They said that I had to put it in my carry-on. And it was crazy because my carry-on bags were packed so tight. I had like 5 guys pushing this battery into my camera bag, and I was worried about breaking everything in the camera bag. Thank God I got it in there. Otherwise, I was going to have to leave the battery behind. And I'm telling these people at the airport, I'm saying, listen, if I don't have the battery, I said, that's like the most expensive part of this wheelchair is that battery. So I was able to get it off, and I had to put it in my carry-on luggage because they didn't want it going underneath the plane. And it had to be taken out of the wheelchair because they're worried about the battery arcing out on something. So there can be no wires going into the battery. It has to be separate from the wheelchair, but they have to let you bring, like, it's a necessity. So I had the regular wheelchair and the electric wheelchair. I brought both of them, and I was traveling by myself. I had met Steve-O and Reggie, 2 great guys. They helped me out getting through the airport and everything, helping me make it here. When I got off the plane in Manila, I just about started crying. I got all choked up. And they were like, "What's wrong, sir?" And I couldn't even talk. I was so excited.
John, I think when she plugged in the external mic, the sound went off again. George, wow, no sound yet, and close my bedtime. Talk to you later. No sound, no sound.
Oh, God. Scroll down. The sound's got to be on.
Sound now.
Okay. We're reading off old comments. When you have technical difficulties, you have to stay on top of the newest ones. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. Because you'll lose people. People they'll start dropping out of the chat. Thank you for the 11 people here. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. The sound is like Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Yeah, right. What's up, Mac? Thank you for being here. How's it going?
I wish I could read lips.
You didn't know I could do that, did you?
Sometimes I can understand, sometimes. Jim, helpful advice, Bobby. Advice, Bobby. You need sound, okay? Dinner time next week, bro.
Next week, dinner time. We'll do another live stream at dinner time.
Okay. Randall, who are your and is one a girlfriend? Paul, many of Baby May's Filipino guests are getting foreign boyfriend. She is made fact to dating site. If Filipinos go on her channel, May is good luck.
What's up, Randall? Thank you for being here.
Danny, I'm going to bed. Talk to everyone soon.
All right, Danny D, sleep tight, bro.
Danny, I see your lips moving, but no sound at all. I would refresh or check the mic. We can't hear you. No sound.
How many questions behind are you? No sound. Still no sound? Come on, babe. Check that, please.
Here, sound now, Sean said.
All right.
Magic Playa, I hear you now.
All right.
Take care.
I'm going to bed early today.
4 highlights. Okay, boy, your sound is fine.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're caught up on the questions. Has anybody got any more questions? And what's everybody doing? Somebody tell me a story. What's new out there? What's exciting in your life? What's really going on, like they say? I always buy Gatorade because I don't like the taste of just plain water. So it's like 25% Gatorade, 75% water.
Yeah, thank you, 820 subscribers, and we're like 820. 180, 180, and then we're
Yeah, then we'll crack 1,000. We need 180 more subs to crack 1,000. So if you're not subbed, please do. It really help the channel out tremendously. And Bobby Isla and myself, Bobby D, would highly appreciate it. That'll be cool when we make 1,000 subs. The last 200, weren't you reading something about there was a problem with YouTube or something?
Yeah, when I like uploading video and then I check the YouTube studio, it says there they have problem with views.
Something about their views weren't registered. There was a problem.
Yeah,
their views weren't registering with YouTube, and the people knew that they were getting views, but it wasn't showing up on YouTube.
Yeah, because a lot of people, blogger complaining that their views is like getting low.
It was super hazy out before. Now it's starting to clear up. Thank goodness.
Sean, I just got a 60% V8 disability rating equals $1,440.
Wow.
Per month.
Excellent.
Benefits, no taxes.
Good deal, Sean. I think my dad's he's like 100%. He went through a lot of stuff, my dad. God bless him. 60%. Yeah, always fight for more. You know what I'm saying? See if you can get that up to 100%, because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Veterans. That's one thing that gets me, is how people that are willing to put their life on the line and give everything for the country and then come home and get treated like shit. That's not cool. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for
Thank
serving too,
everyone.
Sean.
Yeah.
What branch of the military? I think you told me. I'm not sure. What branch of the military? I saw the live stream, the advertisement, and I was like, "What is that?" That was funny. Here, let me see the phone. Show everybody.
This one?
No, down. Right
That
here. Let
one?
me see. I saw this, and I said, "What is that?" Everybody's gonna think we broke up or something's going
That
on.
is just design.
Oh my god.
No, because last night you're sleeping, and then I don't want you to wake up to ask me what is the title for the live stream tomorrow. So that's what I did.
Yeah, y'all want to hear something
And
funny?
then like I can't think, like I don't know what is our topic for today.
Check this out. You see this one right here? My hand shaking. Here, see this one? Pumpkin's making my hand shake. I'm just looking at the picture. My wife put this picture together, and I'm like this, and Pumpkin's sitting there with her boobs hanging out. I said, everybody's gonna think that I made that thumbnail. That's who made the thumbnail. That's one thing about having a cool wife. Isla knows that I'll never cheat on her, no matter what. It's just the way it is. Pumpkin's like my sister, but when she came out of the bedroom, my eyes were like, oh my goodness. All right, let me stop talking. What's up, Pumpkin, if you're watching?
Saturn. This is a question for Ayla. What is the most common type of ID that Filipinos have to confirm their age? Common type of ID, I think. National ID.
Is that the postal one?
No, it's
It's
different.
different.
Yeah, the national ID and then the postal is not the same.
How do you get the postal ID?
You need to go there in the.
Speak loud.
You need to go in the post office and then get that. I don't
Okay.
get that ID. I did that.
There's been a
Filipinos have to
big
confirm
push
their
for
age.
that national ID thing,
What?
right? Since the pandemic started. I noticed there was a big push for the national ID.
Yeah. Yeah, Saturn, the national ID.
Thank you for the 11 people that are in the chat. Thank you for sticking it out with us.
Sean.
Wow, Navy. All right, there you go.
Sean
All right,
is the
Squid.
Navy?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the Navy.
Thank
Excellent,
you
bro.
for serving, Sean.
Excellent.
Big Dave. Hey, what's up? I got here late.
Now that's Big Dave. What's happening, bro? I'm glad you got here late because it was
We're
total
having
chaos.
problem.
First thing that happened was the power went out, then the internet went off, and then we had a surprise guest. Old dog new tricks, because I met Paulie when I was in Dumagetti. It was funny. He was staying at the same motel, and he said, so what are you doing in Dumagetti? And I'm like, I'm here to see you. And then it was like crickets. Nobody said anything, and Paulie just like looked at me like, what'd you say? And I said, I'm here to see you. And that was it. Baby May looked at him, he looked at me, and everybody was like, I said, nah, dude, I'm not crazy. I said, been watching your channel for a long time, and I just wanted to see if you could interview Ms.Nix and myself.
Yeah.
And that was it. Paulie's a good dude, man. He's super cool. I'm glad he got a car. Talking about them 2 minor collisions he had, it's time to get a car.
Sean, Ayla, that title slide was genius. I bet it got a lot of people to watch the live.
Yeah. Everybody thought, oh, we knew it. We knew it. It was too good to be true.
You know what? After I edit this
It looks like I'm
thumbnail, this thumbnail, and then like posted the live, upcoming live, and then like after maybe 10 minutes, you're awake.
Mm-hmm. And I saw it, and I just woke up out of dead sleep. I think I said some crazy shit. I said, what is that? Oops. And then I was like, people are going to think we broke up or something crazy's going on.
Mr. Ambitious, are you all in a poly relationship?
What's up, Mr. Ambitious? Thank you for being here. Polymonogamous relationship. Or is that the one where you share your wife? I don't know. We gotta Google it. I forget. I'm not up on all the terms. Hold on one second. Or if you want to explain that, explain it. We're in a monogamous relationship. That's all I know.
Polyamorous. People have multiple loving, intentional, intimate relationship at the same time.
There you go. Got-
No.
Yeah, that sounds all right. That's Isla's got like an inside joke. She says that Pumpkin's my mistress. I was like, who's calling? Or who's sending a message on Messenger? And Isla says, you're a mistress. Pumpkin's like my sister. We're in a monogamous relationship.
Larry, we need a moderator.
Remember I was saying Muslim? I want to be a Muslim
Yeah.
so I could have like 9 wives.
We're talking that
Old school Muslim. That's a certain sect.
Saturn. Is a postal ID better than asking for a birth certificate? I assume all Filipinos already have birth certificate. Yeah, I think yes, birth certificate because like not all Filipina they have their like postal ID. It's better, yes, birth certificate because they can lie on that.
What's up, Mr. Ambitious? Multiple women. I don't have a harem. Thought about it when I was younger. My goodness.
Mr. Ambitious poly relationship is when you have multiple women.
So what do you think of that?
Big day. One woman is plenty.
What do you think of that?
The
Me
poly.
having a mistress. Like, what's up with that? Is that all right or what?
Mistress.
Why not? Come on now. Yo, I was gonna be sleeping on a couch.
Sean, Bobby, and Angel gotta go, but we'll see you all on the next live. Thank you, Sean.
All right, Squid. From one squid to another. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you next time, Sean. Hey, take care.
Yes, thank you.
God bless you and your family, Sean. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Larry, ever see your street dog again? Your
No,
street dog.
that was crazy. I was the night, let's see, wait a minute. The night I met the dog was the same night that I fell in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
Is that the same night?
Yes.
The night that I saw that dog for the first time was the night I was down at the beach by the Savoy Beach, where I was hanging out drinking that Johnny Walker Black. So I really didn't care at the time. I was like holding the dog next to my face. I had him in my lap, and my hands were like black because the poor street dogs, they got nobody to wash the dog. You know what I mean? They're out there wandering around in the streets and the garbage and everything. So I was giving that dog a whole bunch of attention, didn't even care if I got fleas. My hands were black. When I came upstairs, the sink turned black when I was washing my hands. So that dog remembered me. I was in a wheelchair. You saw it in the video. I heard a dog barking, and I looked to the right, and here comes this dog running across the street toward me. And it was the same dog. I was like, wow. And that night, like Paulie talking about making bad decisions when you're drinking, it wouldn't have been a bad decision though. I started to bring the dog upstairs and tell Isla, look, take the dog in the bathroom, give it a bath, and then tomorrow we're going to take it to the vet, get it dewormed, get it its vaccinations, give it a name and put a collar on it and adopt a dog. That's why I was upset when I saw that dog again. I feel bad for the way the dogs are over here just running the streets, and especially in this neighborhood, because a lot of the security people, they can't have a bunch of wild dogs running around, but you see the same dogs that live in this area people feed them and stuff. And we were eating at chicken and beer, and I was throwing the dog food, and then a lady came outside and she was like shooing the dog away, and I'm like, nah, it's cool. I want the dog to sit here next to the table. But a lot of people don't like that. Me, it doesn't bother me because I love animals, especially dogs. I'm a dog person.
Mr. Ambitious, I'm coming over there soon. I want like 3 wives. Haha.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
can.
For real.
You can get
Make sure you
3.
bring a whole big bottle of aspirins though. All right, Sean.
Lot of
I'm not a
lion.
player. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. And Mr. Ambitious is going to be over here crushing grapes. Like he's working at the winery, knocking the back out of it. All right, let me stop.
Larry, you are probably the only human being ever to hold or pet that dog ever.
Yeah. Oh, that dog was so greasy. I was like, my God. But that Johnny Walker Black, it didn't even matter that night. It didn't even matter. That dog remembered. You're right. I'm probably one of the few people that showed that dog that much love and attention. Dogs can feel it. Uh-oh. You know what that
is
was,
that?
right?
No.
That was that big ass roach that's flying around in here.
Oh my God.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys, uh-oh. Just be careful. Listen, if you guys saw that one video of that big roach outside, there's like 2 of them in here. And one just flew and hit me, and it hit me in the arm.
Big Dave, I think most Filipinos.
Don't knock the computer over if it starts crawling on your neck.
Big Dave, I think most Filipinos are too jealous to have multiple women. It does sound fun. LOL.
My Filipino girlfriend in Hawaii told me that I could have another girlfriend, but I never did it. I felt bad. I said, "Why would you say that?" She said, "I know you like women," and I was like, "That's when I was younger." I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not doing that."
Saturn, as sad as some of those street dogs look, I just would not be touching them with rabies running rampant in the Philippines.
Yeah, that Johnny Walker Black that night, it didn't matter, and I just love dogs. I feel bad. It's not like the United States. Like I was telling Isla, we got the dog pound and the kennels, and if the dog isn't adopted within a certain amount of time, they euthanize the dog. They put the dog to sleep. That's terrible.
Big Dave, how old is Pumpkin?
How old is she, Ben?
23?
23.
Yeah.
Mr. Ambitious. He's got a big ambition. You could pull it off. You could pull it off. Just be careful, because some Filipino women are highly jealous. You don't want to remember the Bobbit, that Bobbit guy. He woke up and that girl cut his thing off when he was sleeping, and she like threw it. She took his piece and threw it in a fucking in the empty lot, and the cops had to go out there and find it, and they had to sew it back on. You got to be careful, man. One of them girls has a jealous rage is what I'm trying to think of. Just be careful, bro. Don't lose a body part. You got to be careful. You got to remember you're in another country. You're not in your home country. So just, dude, be careful, man. Just be careful what you do. This shit could backfire in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Scope it out first and live here for a while before you try to bust out with a harem. What's that, David Bond? Yeah, I think David Bond's over here. Every once in a while I watch his channel. He's got like, I don't know, things on how to meet women and everything. I'm like, maybe I should do that, right?
Larry, I personally think that Bobby made the best decision of his life marrying his loyal and loving woman.
Thank you, Larry. So far, so good. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. This one right here. Super cool. And everybody's like, oh, you're old enough to be Isla's dad. What are you going to have in common? You're going to have nothing to talk about. Just all kinds of negativity. I'm like, whatever. So we got plenty to talk about. Sometimes Isla gets irritated with me. Like I was trying to explain the stock market to Isla. And what did we do the other day? Tell them what we did the other day.
Like what?
We took a test.
Oh yeah, the crypto
We
currency.
we took a test on the app, the Webull app, and there's a cryptocurrency called, what's it called again?
Avalanche.
Yeah, well, the Avalanche is the platform that it runs on, and as it's ASVAP, I can't remember the name of the cryptocurrency, but we had to like study this thing for like 20 minutes and then take a test. It was a multi-question test, and we got 100 out of like 12 questions. We got all 12 right. So they give you like, I think the cryptocurrency coin that trades on Avalanche is trading at around $13 a coin. So we wound up with a fraction, because you could buy fractional shares of like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So we wound up with like a fractional share of this coin that trades on the platform Avalanche. So sometimes Isla gets irritated with me because I'm trying to teach her about investing in the stock market and stuff. And she's like, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, how are you going to learn? And then she started getting interested. Isla did. Now you're into it. Babe, could you shut that air conditioner off?
Yeah, because I'm scared. I don't know. Like, I'm scared if like we.
If we like what?
Is it cold?
Yeah, I'm getting cold.
Sure.
Bobby's getting cold. Decano's getting cold. How many people?
16.
Wow, thank you for the 16 people here.
Yes.
I'm glad the internet connection got better.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
Big Dave. What is this? John and Lorena Bobbitt. Who's that?
All right, this is what happened. The lady cut the guy's ding-a-ling off.
Oh.
She cut it off.
I heard.
You heard about that? I don't even
Yeah.
think you were born yet.
I hear that story.
What year?
but-
What year was that? And then the guy did a porno flick. He was in a porno movie, and the thing was like all like the end of it, you could tell where it was like reattached. And all the girls in a porno. Yeah, I watched the movie. I didn't want to rent that movie, so I'm friends with the guy that owns the. Remember back in the VHS
Wait,
cassette tape days, and then you had the DVD disc. So I go to the video rental store, and the guy said, "Did you see that John Wayne Bobbitt uncut movie?" I said, "No, I'm not watching that." And I get home, and there's like 5 VHS cassette tapes in the bag. And my girlfriend at the time said, "What's this extra video in here? You only got 4 movies." She said there's 5 videos in here, and it was that video. So I watched it. People do anything for money. John and that's it. My goodness. Babe.
Yeah. Where are we?
Yeah, that lady cut it off.
Big Dave. She threw out the window.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
she was driving. Was she driving down the road and just shoop right out the window? The cops. Imagine the cops out there are looking for it. People are like, you're out there in this field of grass with flashlights. Like, yo, what are you looking for? Oh, some guy's dick. Lady tossed it out the car window.
Larry. Oh, Larry. Big Dave. He has Frank Ken penis now.
Oh, Frankenstein
Larry.
penis.
Larry P. I'm coming to the Philippines with 2 dozen roses and the biggest box of chocolate to meet Ms.Nix best advice.
And there you go. Ms.Nix, if you're watching, you see, Ms.Nix is irritated with me right now. She's pissed off with me. Oh well.
Oh, Jem.
I love
You
my
got
sister.
it going now. Yes, thank you. That oh my god, the power is back and Saturn. Okay, let's be clear. How old is Miss Nix?
18
Larry.
and a lifetime to go, like they say.
Larry, Miss Nix is exactly 30 years younger than me.
That's cool.
Jim, I'm smoking one for you, Bobby, so don't nicotine fit out.
That's why I'm chewing on this candy right now. What is this stuff called?
Max Sorban, Max. Big Dave, I think it was back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, yes, they put his wonker back on, but I'm betting it just ain't doing it.
Nah, it was still working. I don't know if they put that. All right, here we go. It's like too much information. Look up on the internet. They literally have, the Nike or Reebok pump shoes where you pump the tongue of the shoe up and it blows up. They can put one of those things down there, and underneath your ball sack, there's like a pump thing. I don't know. Just Google it. It's what do you call it? Implant. Google implant for penis and pump, and those. I watched the cert. It's crazy.
You can implant that?
Yeah, you could put. It's a plastic tube, depending on how big your. We'll call it a wanker.
Okay.
It's been a while since. So anyway, they have different size tubes for different size penises, and you could pump that thing up, and it'll stay up forever. I met this old dude. He was like, when I worked for AT&T in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. And Mom, if you're listening, you know who we're talking about. I'm not going to say his name. He was a retired police officer, and he was working security for AT&T. And he had a younger girlfriend. He had like a flashy car. So he was like a sugar daddy. He had this really hot chick that was working for AT&T at the time. And he had one of those penile implants, and he was telling me about it, and I'm just sitting there like, and then what happened? Anyway, rest in peace. He passed away. He was a good guy.
Miss Pumpkin was looking fine in the last video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Pumpkin's cool. She's got a good personality. She's like my sister.
We will not get bored if like
Yeah, she's fun to be around. Pumpkin's super cool.
yes. Larry, why do I get a feeling that Bobby is helping Miss Nick schooling through?
Yeah, a little bit. Somebody's got to do it. I would rather her go to a private school than a public school. She needs to finish what she started. She needs to continue with the school. And don't use me as an excuse because she's mad at me right now.
Magic Playa. Yes, that's right. At Big Dave Pumpkin was fine in the last video. Jim, yes, you're right about that pump. Now I remember about it that Lorena should have done at least 20 years in prison for that kind of risk of see what happens.
Yeah, if it was the other way around, forget it. They'd be doing like a life sentence, attempted murder. It'd be about 15 to 20.
What is the reason why he like
I think he was messing around,
oh
and then there was that Joanne Buttafuoco chick. She dressed up. She shot some lady in the head. Now you got to watch out, women and jealousy. How about what was the story? And a lady was an astronaut. She wore a diaper and she drove cross country, and they caught her with like a can of mace and like handcuffs and a bunch of shit in her car. She was going after was it her boyfriend's had like a girl on the side or something. You guys remember that? She was like an astronaut working for NASA. BJ, if you're watching, it's gonna be cool tomorrow. We got that's why he's not in the chat right now. You guys know who BJ is? He'll be in the Philippines tomorrow, I think at 11:45 p.m.
I
So
thought he's here.
I'm looking forward to meeting. Oh, it's isn't it tonight? He flies in tonight, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's tonight at 11:45 p.m. So that'll be cool hanging out with BJ. I'm feeling pretty good. So keep my fingers crossed. God willing, we'll go out and do something. May I call Ms.Nix and be like, yo, come on over and meet BJ.
Jem, no. She was mad. He only was satisfying himself and not her. That's why. Oh, she's only mad, boo.
Only mad. She just cut off his shit.
Big Dave, she said Bobette was physically abusive too.
That's the guy.
Bobette?
Yeah.
Carrie, her boyfriend was an astronaut too.
Yeah. Gary, you remember that. Yep. It was 2 astronauts. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And what did the guy, he had like a girl on the side and his girlfriend went after her or something? Yeah, sometimes women do crazy shit. That's what one guy's talking about, having multiple women. Listen, you get one wrong woman and your shit is done for. Why are you being so quiet?
Quiet? Quiet?
I just want to have 2 other women. What's wrong with that?
Not quiet.
Okay. Nah, I would never do that to my wife. Even if I had permission. I'm like, nah. Boo Boo Gabs is enough for me. I'm good. For sure. How many people in the chat?
Gary, yes, she drove cross country with a diaper on.
Yeah, that's it, bro. You remember that.
19 people in here.
Thank you for the 19 people in here.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Bobby's Angel. Yeah, we need your help, folks. We need 180 subs.
Yo, listen to this. This lady that Gary Johnson's talking about,
Yeah.
she was so pissed off. She found out that her boyfriend had a girl on the side. She got in a car and didn't even want to stop to take a piss. She had a diaper on.
Oh.
This chick was ready to go, man. She didn't want to get out of the car to pee. That's how much of a mission she was on. She had to get there as fast as possible to she was gonna subdue this lady and kidnap her and take her somewhere and torture her.
Oh.
And they caught her. I don't know how they caught her, I forget.
Gunsling. No, the diaper was 2 gay women.
What? Gunsling X. No, the diaper was 2 gay women. My goodness. Amy Fisher shot. Yeah, that's it. Big Dave. Amy Fisher shot Buttafuoco's wife. She was 16 and did time in prison. Yeah, I remember that was crazy. She knocked on the front door, and when that lady answered the door, she blasted her right in the face. Talk about gangster, shooting somebody in the damn face. Oh, I guess if you're gonna shoot somebody, that's a good spot to do it, right in the face. Boom.
Monk, I'm in love with Ms.Nix. She's gorgeous.
I know.
Gorgeous.
Ms.Nix needs to come home. Ms.Nix, if you're watching, you need to come back. Bobby's not mad at you.
Gansling, she was chasing an ex-lover. Oh.
That's crazy what people do.
Gary from Google.
There we go.
Lisa Nowak. Gary, Lisa Nowak, why the astronaut drove 900 miles to attack her ex-girlfriends during her trip to confront Colleen's shipment. Nowak reportedly wore diapers to avoid bathroom breaks.
Yeah, she was on a mission. 900 miles.
That's two.
So if you're going 50 miles an hour, divide that by 900. 9 times 5 is 45. Wait a minute. I can't even think now. 50 times.
9 times 10. 90.
All right, you got to do the math. I can't even think. It's starting to get hot in here again. 50 times 10 is 500.
500.
So what is it, like 13?
60 times 10. 600.
Oh my God. So do the math. How many hours did it take her to go to 900 miles? I want to know how many hours at an average speed. You guys got to do the math. I can't even think right now. At an average speed of 50 miles an hour, how many hours did it take to go 900
Oh,
miles?
14 hours, Gary said.
14 hours. There you go.
Gansling, they put diaper lady away for financial theft of X. Gem, yes, Nix come back home.
Yeah, really.
Gansling, what a topic to drop in on.
Yeah. Talking about some, how do we get started with this? I think it's my fault. We started, I don't know.
Big Dave, you know his wife is one tough which surviving getting shot in the
Oh,
face.
yeah. That hurts, getting shot in the face.
Larry P, have you experienced Tampo yet? Maybe Ms.Nix.
A little bit yesterday. A little bit yesterday.
You Tampo? You Tampo?
This one yesterday, because
I'm in pain, boo. I
All right.
can't understand.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like
Isla was in a, she wasn't in her mood, she calls it. Wasn't feeling good, and I was being kind of an asshole, so that made it worse. But no, it's a long story with Ms.Nix. She'll come to her senses. Maybe when she's older, she'll realize that there's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things.
What did you say then?
14
Gary
hours.
said 14 hours if you drive 65.
Uh-huh.
Domain, how many diaper changes did she have to do?
I wonder.
How many diapers? You guys.
Yo, you know somebody's psycho when they're like wearing diapers to get some. They're in a hurry to get there.
Gary John, yeah, she got shot in the face by her husband's girlfriend, and she stayed with her husband. Jim, 18 hours.
We're getting all different. It depends how fast you drive.
Oh, look at that. Oh, 19.
All right, secret. I wore a diaper on the way here. Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. You want to hear something crazy? All right, I'm telling the whole world. I shit my pants on the plane and I didn't even care. Oh my God. Anyway, that's what happens when you're paraplegic, man. I was on that plane for like 30 hours. I looked at my buddy, Steve-O. I said, yo, I just got a big ass present. And he's like, present? He said, it's not Christmas time. I said, I'm sitting on it. Oh my God. All right, TMI. But thank God it was like, I don't know, it wasn't a lot. Thank God it didn't roll out of my shorts. That would have been, that would have been horrible. That's what happens being in a wheelchair and you're paralyzed from the waist down. Only a person in a wheelchair would know what I'm talking about, or somebody that's paralyzed.
Gansling, I wanted to ask how hard it is to get around in chair over there. I would be using a manual.
Okay, wow, gunslinger.
Manual like that?
Yeah, the manual wheelchair. I remember, you just made a comment. In this town, Mactan, Newtown, over here at One Manchester Place, it would be all right getting around in a manual wheelchair for sure. It's easy to get around.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm being kind of lazy. Before I came to the Philippines, I never used that electric wheelchair. That electric wheelchair sat there through the whole pandemic. I didn't even use it one time. there was like 0 kilometers on that thing. And the purpose of me buying that was to use it when I got here. So my manual wheelchair is falling apart. I had a problem. You know, the bottom attachment, you know how you could swivel it out to the side and you take off the leg part of the wheelchair? Well, it's when I go to kick it in, that lock, to lock it in place, it's not locking. So something's bent and I gotta figure out how to fix it. That's a really cheap wheelchair. I should have bought a more modern, lightweight, like a T-Light or one of those fancy wheelchairs. But I kind of ran out of money. I didn't want to spend, you're talking like 3,500 to $4,000 for a customized wheelchair that weighs like 7 pounds. With Big Dave, he's got the emojis. I just seen it.
Gem, 900 miles by 50 mph is 80.
There you go. 18 hours.
Gem, she cropped 3 times but only had 2 diapers.
Oh my God. Imagine a cop's arresting her and she's got like a diaper full of shit.
Big Dave, I wonder how Joe explained he
Oh
was
my
sleeping
God.
with a 16-year-old that shot her in the face.
Mm.
I would have loved be a fly on the wall. Big Dave. Domain happens to everyone starting at about 48.
Yeah, right?
Gary Nowak disguised herself in a dark wig, glasses, and trench coat to confront shipmen at Orlando International Airport, but it told police she only wanted to scare the woman into talking to her.
Shit.
Larry Kropp, I'm 48.
48's a good age.
Domain, get ready. Gary, I was across the street at a Breeze Mall and saw a black guy in a wheelchair. Thought of you.
There you go.
A Breeze Mall, Manila? Oh no,
Where is that?
Boracay? Oh,
Where is that, Gary?
a Breeze Mall. Larry, how hard is it to get handicap equipment? Should get another.
How hard is it to get handicap equipment? Should I get another? I would buy everything in the States and just put it on the plane. Just put it on the plane because I brought the manual wheelchair and the electric wheelchair, and I wasn't using either one of them. I was using the wheelchair that was at the airport. I transferred from the manual wheelchair into their wheelchair, and they just took the wheelchairs and put them underneath the plane. If you're going to buy something, I would buy it in the United States and just bring it on the plane. And I would check with the airlines. I know it's hard to get through on the phone. They didn't charge me extra for that big ass, that electric wheelchair weighs a lot. They didn't even charge me for it because it's like a personal necessity. And I remember I was going to fly Cathay Pacific, but they weren't flying into Cebu. I think the whole route was like canceled. And I got a hold of one of the managers on the phone. He said, listen, sir, I'm going to tell you something. My mom has an electric wheelchair. It's like the size of a Sherman tank. And he said, it's got these big car batteries in it. And he said, they got to put it on a plane. They can't argue with you. It's a necessity type of thing. And they don't want any blowback from like handicapped people. So you won't have too much hassles putting any kind of gear like walkers, crutches. Babe, go get my brace. I want to show you guys something. Go get my brace in the closet. Wait till you see this. I had a set of custom I think they're called KFO braces. And
Just
this is the
one,
next, yeah, just one of them. I'm gonna try and walk again. This is gonna be crazy. Only problem is I got foot drop, and I ordered these boots off of Lazada, and they rubbed the spot on my ankle. Now I got this big ass scab on my ankle. I gotta watch out I don't get something going wrong with skin breakdown and everything. How you could get medical equipment here. There's a vlogger, something village in the Philippines, and she made a vlog about a medical supply center. I can't remember. I think Gary Johnson knows the name of this lady. It's something village. And she did a vlog about a medical supply place. I would buy all your medical equipment before you get here. I haven't ordered anything like on Lazada, except like catheters. Check this out. Wait till you see this thing. Look at this thing. It's got a shoe. I'm getting it backwards. It's got a metal plate that goes.
Wait, like that book.
All right. All right, you show it off, Vanna White. There it
Like
is.
that.
So that's it. These straps are made out of real leather. And they picked out this shoe for me. And I sent this here in a box. What the hell's inside? Oh, there's plastic? Plastic bags?
I think you're the one. Huh?
Oh, all right.
What is that, garbage bag?
It's where I hid the drugs.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. I think these were in the plastic bags. So that's the braces. Yo, I'm going to put it on the vlog, my Frankenstein shoes. Show them the top part of the shoe. That's what it looks like.
What is this, Dr. Comfort?
Dr. Comfort.
Here.
They call me
back.
They call me Dr. C, short for Dr. Comfort. So there it is.
It's heavy.
Yeah. I'm good. And check this out.
What is that, lock?
Yeah. See this right here?
You can fold
So what I'll do is
it.
I put this on my leg, this part right here, and my foot is at a 90-degree angle. Hang my legs off the side of the bed, and then boop, lock this straight, and just stand up with the walker. It's all upper body strength, and have Isla and hopefully Nix will be back by then. Maybe she won't. I don't know. If you're listening, Nix, we miss you. She'll come to her senses one of these days.
Where are we now? Here. Gansling. Thanks, yup. I'm in a key L, Rogi. Medyo laging about shitting yourself in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know, bro. I'm glad I got people in the same predicament because we got to stick together. I would bring all my stuff on the plane, and don't let them give you any bullshit about bringing whatever it is. It doesn't matter how much it weighs or how big it is. And check this out. I just came up with an idea. It would be good to get a letter from your doctor saying so-and-so needs this for his everyday activities due to his disability. They're not going to want to argue with that. So it'd be a good idea to get a letter from your doctor. And if you got any type of prescriptions you're traveling with, you got to have that written. I had some scripts that I brought with me, and I had the name of the medication, the count, the milligrams, everything. And I had it in the same containers. And I think I brought it. It was in my carry-on luggage. Nobody really asked for it, though. I know they went through all my bags and everything, but nobody said anything. So that's the big deal with the braces. I'm looking forward to walking again. I think I could do it. Matter of fact, I know I could do it. It's going to be a whole lot of pain. It's going to be like something y'all ain't never seen before, like crazy pain. But that's what you got to do.
Gary, I did Montezuma's Revenge a lot here.
Yeah, you know what that is?
No.
You want to shut off the air? It's freezing.
Is it
Yeah,
freezing?
I'm cold again.
It's freezing?
What is Montezuma's Revenge?
I don't know, boo.
I'm fixing to tell you.
Montezuma?
Yeah, Montezuma. Who is Montezuma? They call him Bobby Montezuma on the streets. How many people we got in the chat? 14. All right. Thank you for the 14 people that are here. Don't forget to subscribe, please. It'll help out tremendously. So Montezuma's Revenge. Yo, what's up?
The regular guy. Bobby, do you think a lot of Coke? Do you drink a lot of Coke? Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm advertising for the cocaine. I mean,
That's
Coke,
why
for the Coca-Cola. Anyway,
Bobby has energy today.
yeah, I got some good energy.
I like the.
I was wearing a shirt, old dog, new tricks. I was thinking like we're the OGs, the original gangsters with the good hair. So I put the shirt on for Paulie, old dog, new tricks. Now I forgot what I was talking about. What the hell was I talking
Revenge. Montezuma.
Regular guy threw me off.
Montezuma.
Thanks for
Revenge.
being here, regular guy. All right, Montezuma's Revenge. I remember I got it when I was in Mexico, and my buddy, I think he cursed me. He said, "Bobby, you got a bunch of ice cubes in that drink, and it's not bottled water." And next thing you know, I had the shits like you couldn't even believe for like 3 or 4 days. I didn't even want to leave the hotel. It screwed up the whole vacation. I mean, just like it's terrible. I mean, like explosive diarrhea.
Gary, the difference
Oh, God.
between you and other bloggers is you talk to us, whereas the other just read the questions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a family, Gary. And today, listen, I'm laying there in bed this morning, and old dog gets up at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
So early.
He gets up like freaking super early. And I'm like, Paulie, you all right, man? Like, some people can sleep. I'm not one of them. I need like at least a solid 9 hours of sleep, especially with the thing I got going on with the paraplegia. I like to sleep for 10 hours a day. I hate to say it, but there's people out there I met throughout my lifetime that could sleep like 3 to 4 hours a night, and they got tons of energy, which is amazing. It's like, maybe I'm thinking, what's their metabolism or something? Yeah, I try to talk to everybody. I miss you guys, and it motivates me. I miss you guys.
Boo.
Thank you for the comment,
18 people in here. Thank
Gary
you,
Johnson.
Pops.
You guys make my day.
Larry, well, maybe if you need something from the USA, I can bring it for you. Plan a trip this summer. Wow.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Larry P. I was going to say something stupid. BJ was coming. I was going to say, hey, BJ, get me what is that? A roll of chewing tobacco, like what, 15 cans of Skull. But guess what? I think I gave up. How long ago did I run out of chewing tobacco?
Once? I know.
No, it was a week or
Week.
2. Yeah, I ran
2
out of
weeks.
chewing tobacco like 2 weeks ago. And I've been kind of on the edge. Maybe that's why I've been acting like an asshole.
You told me when we're in the hospital you're going to stop that.
Yeah, once I ran out. So I gotta keep my word. Go back. I didn't get to read the question, the last one.
Yeah,
Gary's
Sure.
question.
Though they have physical therapists there that can help you with braces and walking. Yes.
This one right here. This is my physical therapist.
Physical therapist.
That's
Bobby's
my-
physical therapist.
Exactly. You got to wear one of them white jackets with nothing on underneath, so I could fall down and just look up.
Canceling. Leg braces and crutches have to be put in a cabin. Most of the time, they put them in the stewardess's closet.
Yeah, I had these sent over in a box. I'll never listen to this one. I'll never ever FedEx. I sent a box through FedEx from New Jersey to Cebu, and they held the box hostage, and they were charging me like a fine every day. And then it was they were saying, we're going to open the box. They had the box like it was a hostage. And I called up FedEx back in the United States, and I started screaming at this lady. And I said, there's a crippled man, and he can't walk, and he needs his braces. What the F is wrong with you? I can't believe this bullshit. I hope you all go to hell. And the lady was like, sir, calm down. I'm like, I'm fucking done. All right, I got to stop cursing. So I went ballistic on this lady. I felt bad. But then she's like, sir, calm down. I understand. And then she was like, is it you? You're the one with the braces? And eventually I wound up telling her, yeah, it's me. And you guys got my, I don't know, it just took, what was it, 2 months?
Yes.
3
I think
months?
2 months, 3 months.
2 or 3 months. I had these braces in a box, and they kept asking the value and who's it for and all these questions. They x-rayed the box. They know what's in there. And you got to write everything down. I said, I'll never use FedEx again. To a 47-pound box cost me $2,100. Yo, that's expensive. But because the braces were in there, I had to eat it. Otherwise, I said, you know what? If my braces weren't in that box, I'd tell you to shove that box up your ass. I was pissed. But anyway, sorry about all the cursing.
Larry, I'd be careful about skin issues.
Yep, especially over here in the Philippines, they got some serious germs. Everywhere has serious germs, but you got to be extra careful because it's tropical environment, high humidity, and the germs are going to be thriving over here more so than like in a colder climate. Yeah, staph is really big over here. Staph infections.
Gary, it sounds like Jeremy Renner is going to lose his leg.
Mm. Oh, that's that guy. Remember the guy I was going to tell you about it this morning. He got run over. They were plowing snow, and he's a famous actor. I think he got run over by the snow plow. Man,
Regular guy.
she's
Why Nix is not joining the live?
she's in timeout. Regular guy.
Banting, great advice.
Scotto.
Great
Scott.
advice for the script and stuff.
Yeah, it's best. I would get a note from your doctor. That way they can't say anything about it.
Domain, are you ever going to have kids?
Yes. That's going to be something too. My goodness, a little Bobby D running around, driving everybody nuts.
Larry, regular guy has crazy video stories. Looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, regular guy's great storyteller. Old Scott.
Larry, really? You watch things a lot, brother.
Thank you for being here, Larry and regular guy. What's new, regular guy? Are you still over there in Korea, or I remember you saying you were coming here? 3 things I remember. Go ahead.
Gary, 3 things I remember from Jack Nicholson. The bucket list, 3 things to remember when you get older: never pass up a bathroom, never waste a hard on, and never trust a fart.
Oh my goodness. Never trust the short. You never
From
know.
Google, Gary said. Gary, name for Montezuma or Moctezuma the second. C dot, what is that dot? 1466. Circa.
Circa.
Until 1520, the last Aztec ruler before the empire was conquered by the Spanish. The condition is seen as a retribution for the slaughter and
My goodness.
enslavement of the Aztec people by Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortes on August 13, 1521.
Man, I had that Montezuma's Revenge in Mexico. It was horrific. This shit was everywhere.
Monk, be careful with the regular guy. He's in cahoots with that Mike that always trashing Paul. Old dog.
No comment. Don't be trashing my buddy.
Gansling, when you start the leg brace journey, hit me up for advice. Been using them for over 20 years. Currently using an extra strap that was shown to me by a Russian weightlifter. Helps tremendously.
Okay. Using an extra strap. Is that the strap go around your leg, or is that like a body strap where the person can like hold on to your waist? What kind of strap we talking about?
Monkey, I never said anything about the old dog.
Mum's the word. I know nothing.
Gansling, that FedEx shit is horrible. Oh my god, that charge was insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like $2,100 for the
Yes.
box. And then we kept trying to get in contact with them. And they were like, you're being charged like X amount of pesos every day. And finally, I just freaked out. I started screaming at this lady on the phone. And I'm telling her, how would you feel? That happened to a lot of people right after, right when the pandemic started and everything got bottlenecked. And it was just a disaster.
Larry at Monk, I don't do drama, and my guest Paul doesn't either. Regular guy, next, what is time out, or is it personal?
Yeah, it's some silly shit. You know how it gets sometimes.
Monk, regular guy is just perving on Nix.
Mm.
Regular, I think Monk hates me. Delmain, do you own a condo or stay at a hotel?
Staying at the condo, we signed a 6-month lease, and now it's just like month to month. I told the rental agent, I said, I want to continue to stay here, and we'll just do it month to month. And I don't think they have a problem with that, seeing as I'm paying probably about I'm paying about $175 too much for this place. And I knew it from day one, but I was just like, I needed a place to stay. And if you think about it, a hotel or a motel would have been more expensive charging by the day if they didn't have like a monthly rate. So I'm all right with it. There's a place right down the street that's like $200 a month less. It's a studio. I'm thinking about moving there because we don't use the maid's quarters is over there, and it's got its own bathroom and everything. So maybe I'll move there, something new, and it's got like an infinity pool in the back, and it's got a different view. I think it's on the 8th floor, so I might check that place out. It's right down the street from here, same neighborhood.
Regular guy, yeah, too bad for me.
Mm.
Regular guy, Bobby, do you ever buy anything from Amazon? With Amazon's free shipping, it will take a cut out of Shopee and Lazada.
Yeah, regular guy. I was wondering about shopping on Amazon now that it got the free
Free
shipping for anything. What is it? Under $200, and then they hit you with that VAT tax or whatever they call it. That's pretty good because I like Amazon. I kind of, you know what? I kind of fell in love with Shopee, man. Shopee's, or not
Shopee,
Shopee,
Lazada.
Lazada. My bad. I'm getting mixed up. I'm starting to get tired now because I didn't sleep all night. I was awake all night long. Yeah, Lazada. Lazada's pretty cool. I was like, I got some things off of Lazada. I was pretty impressed with it, like a shower chair, um, a Wi-Fi speaker, a Marshall speaker for like $25, and it doesn't really crank, but it puts out pretty good sound. A pair of foot drop boots, catheters, a bunch of different things I got off of
Coffee
Lazada.
maker.
Oh yeah, the coffee maker, Christmas lights. Yo, it was beat. I got like 7 boxes of Christmas lights, and the tree never showed up. And I was like, damn. I so wanted to have a Christmas tree for the angels this year, and the tree never showed up. And then I got irritated because they said we refused the delivery when it never even got here.
Larry, what is BTW?
By the way,
By the way, I'm way better looking for Ms.Nix, and I will make her laugh into tomorrow. So sorry for you haters.
there you go.
Regular guy, she's lucky to have you, great Larry.
Ah,
Gambling, the strap will get attached to each brace and around your lower butt will tighten up the sway so your abs won't work so hard.
okay, let me read this again. The strap will get attached to each brace and around your lower butt. It will tighten up. this way, so your abs don't work.
So
So it kind of keeps you all in from rocking back and forth.
okay.
I know what you're saying. These, I wish they had that big plastic piece. Some of these braces, where you got this, what are you doing?
I am touching.
Ah.
Oh, it fits my head.
So anyway,
my
it
head.
fits your head.
Yeah.
So anyway, you ever seen the braces that's got that like plastic? They actually make a mold of your ass cheeks. This sounds kind of crazy, but it kind of holds your ass cheeks, and it's got that big ass belt that goes right below your belly button, like a big ass, like a weightlifting belt that's like that wide, even like double the width of a powerlifting belt, like the wide belt in the front, and then it's got like plastic molded butt cheeks, and your ass fits right in it, and it just locks everything together. Or if you got the money, how about one of them robo suits? Everybody keeps telling me, "Oh, did you see this?" or "You need to check into this or that." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Send me the freaking money. I'll go buy it tomorrow." The, what do you call it? The robo suit is like $85,000. And it's basically, it looks like the RoboCop. You just strap into this thing and it walks for you.
Regular guy. Bobby, why were you awake all night? Oh, it's not
This
my
one.
fault.
Nah, I was excited because
I'll do.
Paulie said he was going to join us in a live stream, and then the power went out. So the internet connection was through a hotspot on the iPhone, and it kept going in and out. And then we couldn't get the sound right because there was a microphone plugged in. It was a pain in the ass. This vlog started at, thank you for the 16 people in here. Appreciate it. Making my day. We started at 9 a.m. in the morning Philippines time, which is what, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York, New Jersey area. So for the first, I don't know, like hour, it was a mess. Paulie was cutting in and out, and I was all excited because Paulie's a
Because
good
of
dude.
our connection.
And yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of Paulie and do a live stream with him. And finally, the day he's available, the internet, the power goes out. So thank God for the hotspot, though. I don't thank God for nothing like that. That's man-made stuff. Thank goodness for the hotspot is what I mean.
Florida man checking in from Central Florida. Are you still in Lapu-Lapu?
What's up, Florida man? Checking in from Central Florida. You over there by Orlando? Yeah, we're still in the Lapu-Lapu area, Florida man. I lived all over Florida, from Tallahassee down to South Beach, Miami, on Euclid Street, and everywhere's in between. Sarasota, Bradenton, all over the place. And I was with a traveling construction company. We were staying in hotels and motels from one end of Florida to the other. Florida's a trip.
Emmanuel. Hello, how are you guys doing?
What's up, Emmanuel? Welcome back. How you doing?
Great.
You doing all right?
Yeah, but a little bit upset this morning when we started our live. Like, I am panicking.
Boo Boo
I don't
Gabs.
know what to do.
She was upset. Yeah, it was getting to me. The internet was like shaky. The hotspot, it wasn't working right. Things were buffering. The sound was going in and out.
Domain, what was your wedding like?
It was an online wedding. It's a place called wedwebmobile.com. You could look it up. wedwebmobile.com. That's when the pandemic was in full swing, and I thought I was never getting to the Philippines. And I said, you know what? If I can get a visa, because they were letting married couples, like if your spouse was in the Philippines, they were allowing people in. So we got married online, believe it or not. And people, there was rumors like, what were they saying to mom? That it's not official. The
Oh,
Philippines,
yeah. They're saying fake. That is fake. That online marriage is fake. Like,
the Philippines has a pact or an agreement with the United States. Any marriage that's deemed legitimate in the United States is accepted in the Philippines. And for a while, they weren't accepting online marriages. I think because of same-sex marriages, people were trying to get around. I guess they don't accept that in the Philippines because of the Roman Catholics, and they're strict over here. So for a while, when you did your, what is that, report of marriage,
yes.
they weren't accepting it, but then they reversed the decision and now they're accepting it. So it's called webmobile.com. I think it was like 1,800 US dollars. And within a day or two, I got all the paperwork, and I actually got it lives on the blockchain through Ethereum. Our marriage is on the blockchain through Ethereum. Like I could go to a site and instantly download our marriage certificate. Like if somebody, say if we're in another country or we're back in the United States, you know how if you needed a birth certificate and you had to send money to the vital statistics and it takes like weeks for you to get your birth certificate, with the marriage papers on the blockchain through it's Ethereum, a smart contract, you could have your wedding papers on your phone in minutes. I have a hard copy, and then they also put a copy of it on the Ethereum blockchain smart contract. That's like a new thing, like NFTs, and I don't know if you're into the stock market and stuff. It's more than just cryptocurrency. Ethereum is smart contracts and a bunch of new stuff.
Emmanuel, the regular guy's a fruitcake. Florida man,
All right,
it's
now
10:30 Eastern Standard Time.
y'all be nice on the channel.
Chuck, hey Bobby, good to see you and your lady. Hope all is well.
What's up, Chuck Jordan? How's it going?
Florida man, yep, Orlando.
Wow, Orlando is cool.
Mhm.
Bobby, Elon Musk's Neuralink will be able to walk again if you don't mind it. Yeah, brain implant. They got that. That's that. What's that machine? It's called the Da Vinci. The Da Vinci machine. It drills a hole in your head, and then they got them fine wires that connect to your brain, and then they can Bluetooth it. You put the sensor strip in below the break where the injury's at, and you can control it like that. If you ever, all right, check this out. If you ever watch Star Trek, think about the old school Star Trek and think about like the communicators, the way they look like them old cell phones. And then they got the lasers and the transporter and stuff like that. That Gene Roddenberry, everything is everything's going to happen like that. They're going to be able to beam people from one spot to another. That's going to be pretty crazy. Why did I start talking? We're talking about Neuralink. Yeah,
Regular guy.
Elon
Said
Musk.
that.
Yeah, Elon's into some cool stuff. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. Okay, Star Trek, and you got the new Star Trek with the Borg, Borg, machine and human being mixed. So think about it. If there's some way to put your head on a machine where you could replace your lungs are just a pump that sucks in oxygen and distributes, through your arteries and your veins. And then if you had a body, like a mechanical body, they got that one guy. What's the guy? His head is in dry ice. Timothy Leary, his head is in dry ice. So one day they might be able to attach his head to a machine and wake him back up. I hope the process works, right? And there's a famous it's called cryogenics. All right, see what you did, bro? You got me going off the deep end. I'm always going off the deep end.
Gansling, yeah. I have the back attachment for mine, but I can move so much better with just the strap. The robots would be awesome, but you can buy a yacht cheaper.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, how about that Boston? If you don't know about it, Boston Dynamics, the people that make the robots, the robot dogs, and they make that robot that can dance and do flips and everything. Imagine having something like that in the lower half of your body, man. That would be crazy. They could fix paraplegia. It's just the thing about illnesses and money. If there's more money to be made by prolonging the suffering and all the doctors and stuff, like, where's the motivation to cure cancer? Like, cancer is horrible in my family. It's killed just about everybody in my family. And when they go through chemotherapy, man, it's like, I'm just saying, it's a fucking nightmare. And it's horrible what it does to people. All right, enough of that. But you guys know what I'm saying. There's more money. There's not a lot of money in fixing stuff permanently. It's about pills and going back to the doctor over and over and over again. Sure, if you got large money, multimillionaire, you could fix anything. Money talks.
Emmanuel, here in Miami Beach, it's cold. I have a light jacket right now. I'm going for a walk.
Okay.
Larry, I'm a licensed general contractor now, but have 16 years in the Carpenter Union, Southern California. Little about me.
Wow. My cousin Bobby Gray was in the Carpenters Union, and he was working. My dad was telling me, Huntington Beach, California. Larry, you ever work in Huntington Beach, California? My first cousin's name is Bobby Gray. I haven't seen him in years. I used to go to his mom and dad's house. They lived in Columbus, Indiana, back in the day.
Regular guy, Bobby, the pandemic is a serious thing. We almost all died.
Yeah, I had it
Pandemic.
twice.
How did you find your place, apartment there? Do you have a contract?
Yeah, we had a 6 month. All right, I was back in New Jersey looking online. I found pictures of this place, and I had Isla and Nix take a trip. They took a trip from Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental. They came here because Ray LeBarn, the protector's sister, Angel, she lives here. So they were staying with Ray, and they came over here, took a look at the place. And I was asking my fiance at the time, what do you think of the condo? And she said, it's nice. So I said, go ahead and sign a 6 month lease. And that's what happened. So the Angels were in this apartment for 2 months before I showed up. And it was a good feeling to get off the airplane, and the ladies had been here for 2 months already. So it was a good feeling. And I didn't have any transportation.
Nope, it's not 2 months, I think.
How long was
March,
it? How many months?
April, May.
3
I think
months.
2 or 3.
Wow. Like 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I showed up and gave everybody
yes.
a headache.
Emmanuel, the regular guys are fruitcake.
No comment.
Yansling, this is gonna be my last winter here in northern Wisconsin.
Wow,
Where is that?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Boy, that is out there, Wisconsin.
Big Dave, I've seen others getting married online during the lockdown.
Absolutely. Figure military people and even, convicts, people in prison, they do all kinds of marriages. Not everybody that's in prison's bad. People
Gary.
get locked up for some bullshit reasons
So-
nowadays.
So you got married on 9 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, listen to what happened, Gare. Yo, the phone. All right, my dumb ass. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm like, let me get the clearest picture possible. So I got the where's the phone at, man? My phone, yeah. So I got this what is it? The S20 Ultra Samsung, right? So this thing has 100, I think it's 108 megapixel camera, and it's got 8K, not 4K, not 2K. It's got an 8K video setting on it. So I didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking, oh, this is like our special day, and I got to have this mega clear picture. So I set the phone on 8K, and then I logged into the web mobile app, and I noticed right away the phone was heating up. And I set the phone up, and I'm trying to get into the suit that I hadn't worn in years, and I couldn't button the top button. The pants didn't fit, and I was running late, and everybody's freaking out. And Isla's in a motel close to where she lives out in the province. And the minister showed up, and oh my God, it was crazy. The phone kept shutting off.
Just
And-
like what happened
and I-
today.
Oh my, yeah, it was like what happened today. It was no, it was a lot worse. I'll never forget my wedding day. And Mom, I had to have 2 witnesses, and they're on our paperwork for the marriage. I heard Mom say he's gonna have a heart attack and drop dead because my face was bright red. I was freaking out. But they hung in there, and the minister was like, I heard him say, "Oh, he'll be back in a minute," and I had to shut the phone off and restart it. And then we would start proceeding with the wedding vows, and Isla read her vows, and then the phone shut off again. And then I didn't realize what was going on. After the fact, the phone told me there was a problem with the app, and the app was shutting down because the resolution, 8K resolution, was overloading the app. The app couldn't handle it. It wasn't that the phone couldn't handle it. The app is not set up for 8K, so it was overloading the app, and the phone shut off like, I don't know, it was like, how many times was it? It was like freaking 11 times. I thought I was going to die. And somehow,
And then I thought that you changed your mind.
what?
Then I am so like nervous.
Yo, I did not change my mind. It was crazy. We got through it though. And web mobile, if you're watching, the minister hung in there, the court official, everybody, the witnesses, Mom and Dad, my Philippine mom and dad, everybody was hanging tight, and we made it through. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Something to tell the kids, the grandkids, how we got married online. It was crazy. Everybody thought I was nuts too. They were like, "You never met this girl? Are you crazy?" And then a couple of my friends that known me for a long time, they're like, "Yo, leave Bobby D alone. He's 56 years old, and he's never been married before. I think he knows what he's doing." And I was like, "Yo, thanks for the compliment." And I was like, "Yo, I better know what I'm doing. This shit's official. It's permanent, right?"
Gary at Gunslinger. We're in northern Wisconsin. I'm from town by LA Cross, Sparta.
You know, I'm thinking of Wisconsin. The wallet, the Harley Davidson wallet that I ordered was from a company in Wisconsin. You know my wallet, the chain wallet I got?
Yeah.
It was from a company out of Wisconsin.
Florida man, beam me up to.
I heard that, man.
Beam me up to Lapu-Lapu.
And you know what? The weather, since I'm new to the Philippines, I was here a long, long time ago for a couple weeks back in the Navy days. And the best time of year to be here, like right now, last night it was super cool outside, like the humidity's really low, and they had a nice breeze blowing. So we're like what, January 15th right now? Is the date?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like around this time of year is the best time to be here.
Yep.
And it's not really, is this the rainy season or the dry season?
It's a dry season, but I don't know. Like it's raining. Like we have typhoon
Mm-hmm.
this week. I don't know.
How many people?
Canceling 16 people in here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. And it's like mission impossible. My goodness. Just thinking about it makes me want to drink
Canceling.
some grape juice.
Gary up by Sky Brew.
Wow, sky blue.
Okay. Big Dave, I need a transporter so I can avoid a plane ride to the Philippines.
No doubt. Either that or a hypersonic plane. They got that, remember the Concorde jet? I wonder how much time the Concorde, if it flew from New York to Cebu, Philippines, how much time would that shave off the flight?
Regular guy, Gary, okay, regular guy. Bobby, you are awake. You're the kind of a guy I can talk to.
Thank you, regular guy.
Big Dave, cancer is a money machine.
Yeah, it is.
Do
The
maybe.
amount of money, the amount of money I've seen people go through, like millions and millions of dollars for cancer treatments, like freaking unreal. And the people are just suffering with tumors and they're cutting on them and giving them all that. Oh my God. Cancer is bad, man. I tell you what, I know it's against God committing suicide. I don't even want to tell you, the people that know me know what I'm going to say. Come out with a big tumor or something, it's over. I'm not going out like that. You're going to have to kill me.
Really, the body
You're
is
going to have to
already.
kill me.
Is it like hologram?
You are going to have to kill me.
Oh, shut up. Really, the body is already like a hologram because there's so much empty space between the quantum particles. Virtually no solid matter.
Wait, well, hold on. The main admin, he
Really,
coming
the
at,
body is already like a hologram.
because there is so much empty space between the quantum particles. Virtually no solid matter. Yeah, we're like, how much of us is water? They could rearrange our atoms and send it anywhere. Sometimes, all right, how about this? All right, the CERN project, CERN, and then they hooked it up with the D-Wave computer. They're trying to open up the gateway. That's what black holes are in space. So you take point A and point B over this way, point A and point B, and you fold time and space so it's right next to each other and you jump. They say not even light can escape a black hole. I think that's some kind of, it's like a portal for time travel. It's got to be a portal. And I wonder if the United States government, money talks, and Gillette has a patent on the razor material that says it lasts for years, but they won't sell that razor. They patent it so nobody can copy it. My uncle was an exec. You know what's crazy? I know some people that work for Gillette too. And there's an actual town in New Jersey called Gillette, New Jersey. That's where Bell Labs and all the scientific research goes on. Yeah, they don't want that razor or that certain type of titanium or whatever it is. It'll never get dull because what are they going to do? Sell you one razor and it lasts for a lifetime? They'd be broke in a matter of no time. It's a disposable society. Everything, there's a name for it. They make everything so it breaks. There's always a weak part in a product. They got machines that open and close the door a million times until something breaks. They make everything to break. And God made humans to break, but I'm not breakable.
Laurie, I don't know Bobby Gray. There is 55K members
Wow.
in CA. I only know about half.
Damn, that's a lot of. Carpenters Union is Yes, the iron workers are mad with the carpenters. I never really got into the Brooklyn Charlie, if you're watching, I'm sorry, bro. I never really got into the battle between the iron workers and the union carpenters in New York and New Jersey. What they were mad over was carpenters supposedly were taking, a lot of the iron workers work. Like they were doing welding on the George Washington Bridge, and I don't know. They were doing stuff supposedly they weren't supposed to be able to do, and there was a big fight about it. But I got no problems with the carpenters union.
Gary, the pandemic was BS. It, it, it impacted everyone instead of just the people that COVID affected. Wrecked everything in huge waste.
Yeah, it's sad what it did. Like you were saying, Gary, I think there's more repercussions from people with mental illness kicking in, and suicide, drug use, just everything. I don't know. It's sad what happened. I don't think they would have been able to pull that off back in the 1980s, locking everybody down like that. It seems today like everybody's soft. And I know I sound like an old man saying that, like, your dad says, oh, back in the Nam days, this shit wouldn't be fun. I tell you what, it's just like people are like sheeple is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm not trying to say I don't need like the feds showing up over here, kicking the door in or whatever. But I guess I'm anti-government, man. I wasn't with that COVID plan from day one of vaccinations, all this locking down and shit. I was just like, you got to be kidding me.
No,
It's sad. I know people died and everything, and I feel bad for the people that, saw their relatives die.
Is it hot?
That shit came out of the laboratory, huh?
Is it hot in here?
I don't know. Is it?
No.
Are you hot?
No.
Yeah, you are. All right, we're gonna go. What time is it? What time is it, babes?
11:55.
We're gonna go to 12:15.
Okay.
So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Ayla, what part of the province are you from? My best times have been meeting locals drinking tuba. San Jose, Santa Catalina, Negros, Oriental.
Say it slow, babe. Say it slow.
San Jose, Santa Catalina, Negros, Oriental.
Every time Isla says where she's from, it's so fast you can't.
To
Santa
me.
Catalina, Negros Oriental, Philippines. It's the sugar capital of the Philippines, Negros Oriental, right? And my father-in-law is a sugarcane farmer. And you should see, if you watch the videos, there's one of our vlogs is Nixie up in the field with the Carbano running a plow. That's hard work, man. It's back-breaking work. And look at the veins in my hand. My God. Looks like my veins are ready to pop. Anyway, I think we're going to go. What time is it now?
11:56.
We're going to go 4 more minutes. And then Bobby D's cashing in. I got to get back in the bed for a while.
Mark, love your videos, Bobby.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Harley Davidson headquarters in Milwaukee.
That's what it is. Thank you, Gary.
Your subs are up to 820.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously.
I lost my wife to lung cancer. It's hard thing to watch. She was 22 loves at the end.
I'm sorry, Big Dave.
Dave, so sorry for your loss. Gary from Google, in an adult man, about 60% of their bodies are water. Domain, I kind of wonder if they will turn on one of those super colliders and accidentally create a small black hole.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. There was a bunch of, what is it, in Geneva, Switzerland, and France, that's underground, and it's in both countries, the super collider. I don't think they could, you never know though. So let me stop talking because I'm no professional on it, but imagine if they did open up a black hole and everything just started, that would be it. It would be over. Look at my hand. It's all right now.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine. That would be it. A CERN project can't build a particle collider that can influence space and time. We
Yeah,
have
the
a difficult time
just
just detecting the collision.
Big Babe, thanks guys.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Gunsling, Domain, if they open a black hole, we'll never know it destroy Earth right away, I think.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Canceling jumping off great time. Thank for us the advice. Hit me up if you have any questions working without leg braces.
Okay, Gunslinger, thank you for being here.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything.
Carrie,
It'll help out a
I
lot.
remember back in 1968 when Hong Kong flu hit, we talked about it and everybody went about their lives. I was 12 years old. We didn't change anything, nothing.
Yeah.
Barry Press, hi Bobby and the Angels from Panorama City, California.
What's up, Barry? Welcome back. Thank you for being here.
The COVID was the China flu, the same thing.
Exactly.
Go to 12:15. Oh my god, it's already 11:59.
Keep rocking, baby. Gary
That's
said 12:15. All right, it's 12:15.
So
We'll compromise. 12:13.
okay.
Bada bing. You got to turn on the AC. So what's the plan? What's new with anybody got any exciting news? Like what's new? Yeah, my freaking feet are swelling up. It's always something. I tell you what, being in this wheelchair, it fucking sucks. But I'm glad I woke up this morning. I got the wife lifting my feet up in the air. All right, babe, don't knock this chair over. Be careful. Now I can't get to the, I can't read. My arm's not that long. You gotta
read on the phone.
You gotta, come on, babe. Just don't worry about my feet. I'll be all right. Put my feet down. It'll be all right. I promise. I'll make it. Yeah, BJ, you guys remember BJ from the live streams? He's here right now, I think, or he's coming in at 11:45 p.m. and we're going to get together probably Monday. So that's going to be cool. Get to meet one of the subs. I said, BJ, you want to be in one of the videos? He's like, well, I'm not really. So we'll see. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. That's super cool, though. Get to meet one of the subs. BJ's cool.
Emmanuel, take care, guys. See you next Saturday.
All right, Emmanuel. God bless you, bro.
Thank
And
you.
I'll see you next Saturday. Take care. Thank you for being here, too.
Larry, dudes, get a great outlook on life. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Larry. Got to. What do you got a choice? I don't know. Sometimes I'm in a lot of pain. I got a bad attitude. My wife is, I'm not even kidding, like an angel. That's why I named the channel Bobby's Angels. And Nix is cool too. Nix is just irritated with me. She took what I was saying the wrong way. I don't know. But anyway, that's when you're 18 years old, you think you know everything. So I was the same way. I was like that when I was her age.
Gary, when we're coming back from Boracay, if we stop in Cebu, I'll check you out.
Sounds good, Gary. Boracay.
Domain, ever gonna smuggle her back into the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm serious. I got to start that visa process soon. And I was just telling Isla, my doctor, back in the United States, and he smuggled his wife out of Cuba. His wife is a lot younger than him, and that's when Castro was in charge. I don't know how they were communicating, but he found out about Isla, my doctor, when I was in a nursing home, And he's like, I got to tell you something. He said, just hang in there. He goes, I know you're going. And I was like, I said, well, yeah, I'm going. And he's like, a lot of people don't believe you, but I know you're going. And he said, I got to tell you a story. He said, my wife is Cuban, and I met her on a beach. I rented a boat and like a crew, and he smuggled her off the island of Cuba and got her back to Miami. It was the story he told me was crazy. I was like, wow, I would have never known that if my doctor didn't tell me that. It was a super cool story. They were having a long distance relationship for a long time, and I guess things started getting really bad in Cuba. And my doctor got a military, like a paramilitary group together, and they had a. I said, what kind of boat was it? He said, you know what a cigarette boat is? I said, oh shit. I said, yeah, I know what that is. He said, that's the kind of boat we had, and it was all black, and we did it at nighttime. I was like, wow.
Family Gmail. Do you plan to have children?
Yes,
Big Dave. Can I smuggle pumpkin to the U.S.?
no doubt. I don't blame you. I'll smuggle her. I'll bring them all to the U.S. Yeah, Mexico.
Mexico.
You're not kidding.
Mexico is a good entry point.
Yo, if I had some kind of connections, I'm not even kidding. Joe Biden's not throwing nobody out of it. He's not throwing nobody out of the United States. I would, if I could do it. See, I don't want to incriminate myself, so I got to watch what I say, but you're reading my mind. And I'm not feeling too good lately. I don't want to die because the process was too stressful or it took too long. So I got one wish. I told my wife the other night, I said, I got one wish is to get you to the United States. Then it doesn't, once I get you set up, then it don't matter if I kick the bucket. I know it upset my wife, don't want to hear that, but that's just the way I feel about it.
Gary, I don't know if you heard about the nursing student in Mexico. In Mexico, who is trying to get into an Airbnb on the third floor, tried to climb up from the outside, fell toward death.
Yep.
Gary, they locked themselves out.
Same thing I was doing, locked out and just like a dummy.
Sad.
That is sad. I think I did hear about that. A lot of people fall off balconies. I was like reading on the internet. People fall off balconies or climbing the side. So I'm not the only one. I like climbing. I used to free climb mountains, bridges. Working for the Ironworkers Union, I was always on a bridge. I was part of the bridge crew. So I could have died a bunch of different times, and I guess it was my time to fall. Skydiving without a parachute, I don't recommend it.
Larry, locksmiths are underrated.
Exactly. Or just having a lock pick set. It's easy to pick a lock. Super easy. That's no fun though. Climbing up the outside of the building is more fun until you fall, and then it's over for your ass. Thank God I lived. I was busted up pretty bad. I had punctured lungs, tons of broken ribs, broken scapula, spine in a million pieces. It was a mess. Torn tricep on the right side. Thank God I didn't hit my head. Be like a vegetable in a bed or a quadriplegic. I'm just lucky. I don't know, my whole life changed. I'm just lucky I met Isla, and here I am. You know, you got to do what you got to do while you can do it. Don't put off stuff and wait, please.
Larry, Bobby, have you seen the coconut tree climbers?
No, I know Isla's seen them. Yeah, they're taking a chance. Got them little notches in there. I climbed coconut trees when I was in Hawaii. I was in a suit and tie on Kala Kala Avenue. This is what I'm talking about. I could have fell a whole bunch of different times. So we're drunk. And I'm with Thomas Albert Bryant. He had a girl with him and another guy, Dominic, and myself. and I bet Tom, I said, all right, stop. This coconut tree was one of them real small ones that had that big ass bend in it. And the coconuts were like, I would guess by the buildings across the street, the coconut tree was 4 stories tall. And it had a big arch in it because Waikiki Beach was over here. So the wind's blowing in this direction. So the tree's got a bend in it. And the coconuts, it's a 2-lane road, Kala Kala Avenue. Is it 2-lane? Yeah, 2-lane. 1 lane going each direction. And the coconuts are way up there. So I said, I bet you all the money in your wallet that I could go up there and get one of those green coconuts. And he's like, you got to go up there, untwist it, get it off, and bring it down in one piece. You can't drop it. And I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm dropping it. It's going to land on a car. And I said, it could go through somebody's windshield and kill somebody. So I got a suit and tie. I took my jacket off, handed it to Tom. I went up the tree with my legs, turning my feet inwards with the instep of my foot and going up, going up, going up. I got all the way to the top. And when I got up there, the wind's blowing. And I said, oh, shit, this wasn't a good idea. And I looked down and I'm looking at the tops of the cars. I reached up and I'm holding on with my life. I'm twisting and twisting and twisting. It took me like 10 minutes, and now my body is like vibrating. It took me like 10 minutes until that coconut popped loose, and when it came off, I almost dropped it. I slid down and I used to do stupid shit. I had scrapes all up the sides of my thighs and all up my chest and my neck. My face was on the side of the tree. And I come down and I said, I got the coconut. I said, give me your wallet. And he said, no. And then we went to fighting. there was a lady that she was selling sunglasses and postcards and all these like shells with Honolulu, Hawaii. And I picked up Tom and I slammed him down on the counter. It's my best friend. And I rammed his head into the postcard rack. It had this thing that spun around and the glasses went up and a lady was screaming. Oh my God. I got his wallet out of his pocket. I took it. I said, nah, dude, that was the deal. And Dominic was like, that's what you said, man. Give him your wallet. And that was it. I ruined like a $300 suit. So I don't know. I could have fell a million times, but it just so happened I fell when I fell.
Gary, I've watched your videos. You are
Yeah, but that's the problem. I got to fear. Listen, I got to fear, Gary, of burning to death in a fire and being eaten by a great white shark. Could you turn off the air conditioner?
Big Dave, is Pumpkin a relative or a friend of your wife?
It's my wife's best friend. They used to work together. She went to shut off the air conditioner. She'll tell you about it. Pumpkin's cool. At first, I didn't like Pumpkin. There's a story behind it. Tell Big Dave about Pumpkin. How you met her?
Yeah. We're workmate before.
Where were you working at?
MEPSA.
And what do they do
Mactan Economic. What is that? MEPSA.
What were you doing at MEPSA?
Machine operator.
And what were you making?
Like clothes export.
And what was Pumpkin doing? The same thing?
Yeah, we're the same. We're on the same, like, what is that? We're supply department.
And didn't you work at Save More together?
Yeah, we were also working.
They worked at a grocery store together.
When we're working in MEPSA, we're not close or friends that time. But when we enter contract and then we apply another job, that's the time that we started like
hanging out.
Yes.
Yeah, Pumpkin's cool.
And then when we're working in Save More, like we're so close, like our workmate in Save More, they thought that we're
lesbian.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what they thought. Yeah,
I was making a joke about kiss each other inside the preserver. Oh, I fell out of the wheelchair.
Like our break time is not the hours. No, the time is not the same. So Like she's going to check me if what is my like free time. I know like break time, and then she's going to like make her own.
Make her own break. So you guys had the same break time. What's funny is I used to call Isla on Messenger, and every time I called her, I would call her when she was on break at the supermarket. And I'm like, "Are you hanging out with Pumpkin?" She's like, "Yeah, Pumpkin's right here." So every time Isla got a break, Pumpkin was right there hanging out with her, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like best friends.
Gary, God bless. Domain, are you in a nice area?
Yes.
Accessible.
Yeah.
Wheelchair accessible.
It is a nice area, and it's definitely nice. I'm thinking about moving to a cheaper place. I want to move. God, my legs work. I keep coming up with excuses. The province. I want to get up and just mingle, just get in there and mingle with the people out there. I gotta every time I get ready to do something, the hospital. I've been in the hospital how many times now?
3 times.
I'm trying, man. I'm telling you. It's every single time I get ready to rock and roll and start doing something. Like the one time we went to Dumageddon, I want to take a trip to Palawan. Okay, Larry P said I was on
Full for crew. As a framer was fun setting beam, but Filipinos do it slipper, no safety.
in slippers. Yeah, when I was working in Hawaii, there was people showing up. Like we had some Tongans and some Samoans, and they were showing up with the wraparound padeo, they call it. And a lot of them were barefoot, man. They were just like walking the aluminum. It's AO Harvester and Smith. They make grain silos and giant water tanks, and them guys were walking around barefoot. And the biggest water tank we made was, I think, 3.5 million gallons. It was a big ass water tank, glass coated steel. It was like 80, we'll say 90 feet tall and like 70 feet across. Big ass water tank. And we had to hire a crew. I worked on the island of Lanai and Maui and Lahaina, Maui, and then American Samoa and the island of Palau. So we were bouncing around. It was pretty cool. And I think they even built a tank, Aqua Enterprises. I'm pretty sure we built a water tank over here in Subic Bay, Philippines for the military back when that base was open. I was on the roof of a house I owned.
I was on the roof blowing leaves off, and I thought about Max McGee. He was like 80 falling off his roof and sold the house. Gary, Max McGee was a tight end for the Green Bay Packers in the 60s, caught a touchdown pass in Super Bowl.
Damn.
Family Gmail, when are you going back to the States?
What's up, family Gmail? I got to come up with a plan to get my wife back with me. Either that, I'm going to die trying.
Larry,
I need somebody that's got some pull to help out a little bit.
Larry, I heard someone to finish concrete. First thing they did was take off their shoes and socks.
Yeah, Samoans. When I was on the island of Lanai, they were building the Manili Bay Hotel. That's where Bill Gates got married, and up top was it was the only bar on the island of Lanai, and it was a 3-bedroom. It was a house. It had 3 bedrooms. That was the hotel, and they had a bar there. And then they built a golf course up there. I think it was a 18-hole golf course, and all the Samoans were doing the concrete. And I forget how many yards of concrete they were pouring, but it was like unbelievable amounts of concrete. They set up their own concrete plant, and it was Hawaiian dredging. They had the they had the higher up guys, like the supervisors. They literally built a house for him right down below Manelli Bay, where the Manelli Bay Hotel is. And a bunch of celebrities. Kenny Rogers had a house there. And I don't know, it was just cool being there at that time. But they like built up the island. I think there was 1,200. The population of island of Lanai at the time was 1,200 civilians, and there was 1,800 construction workers there. And some asshole got drunk and went down. You had Manelli Bay, and then a hotel was up top. And on the other side was a small boat marina. Some lady was on a yacht, like sailing around the world by herself, and some drunk construction worker went onto her boat and raped her. And I was like, yo, this dude just fucked it up for everybody. And we're like, everybody's like, we don't know this guy. Why is everybody got to get punished for this? And I don't know, it was crazy. I'll never forget it. We had to be like, we had to be inside at a certain time, and that's when I wasn't wanting to be there.
It
messed it up for
For
everybody.
the live stream, take care of yourself there. Until next time, lose.
You got it, Gary. Hang loose, brother. Shaka.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for everybody being here. Don't forget to subscribe. It'll help out a lot.
Thank you, folks.
God bless everybody. And I'll talk to you next week. Same time, same place. And hopefully the internet will be better. For sure.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Sorry.
What happened? What happened, babe? Why are you
Look
laughing?
at that. Look at that. I hate the.
That's all right.
That's only.
Google Gabs.
Thank you. Till next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.
Yes, if I had the money, it would be cheaper. I got to go back and make some money somehow, some way. You're right. It would
Charlie.
be cheaper.
Good night, Bobby.
All right, Brooklyn Charlie, man. You've been hiding out, bro. All right, man. Peace out. Hang loose, bro. I was talking about you earlier. All right, Mel.